All right, and on that note, it's 9 o'clock.
Hey!
We've vamped.
Let's see. Do we have anybody here?
We have
Yay!
We have 2 viewers. Yay!
Milking Nagini is like what's that old timey song? Matilda, the name.
Waltzing Matilda.
Waltzing Matilda. I feel like Milking Nagini should be.
Has a similar cadence, yeah.
Waltzing Matilda.
That's what I want to see
Waltzing
Voldemort do.
Matilda. Wow,
Yeah.
Milking Nagini. Why don't you milk Nagini with me?
I was going to say Voldemort just like it.
Voldemort, Voldemort. Hey, son of us here.
Oh, wow, casual nerdiness.
Casual nerdiness, yeah.
No, oh man, yeah, you walked in and just
Yeah.
It's going to be
It's
nuts tonight.
It's going to be crazy tonight. So how are you guys doing? How are things?
Growing.
This tea is delicious.
I'm tired. My daughter is sleep training right now.
Good
If
luck
my
with that
wife
one.
is watching, I'm sorry. I'm here instead of sleep training my daughter.
I'm tired because I was playing Dr. Mario until 1 a.m.
Oh, did you get the Switch? Yeah, I'm asking for that for Christmas.
I got to level 24
No,
in Dr. Mario.
Oh,
Hey,
nice.
no worries.
Yay, we got people back.
Casual nerdiness. No.
Yeah.
Deal.
So you guys might notice our Twitch page has a look now. It's no longer just set to default. We actually have like the Geeks Like Us logo up. We have an official logo now and stuff. So like we put up some general rules. Like they're not hard rules. It's just Wheaton's Law. Don't be a dick. Which I changed to don't be a jerk, but it's the same idea.
Look at this. Links and stuff.
Right?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Look
Yeah.
at that.
Wow.
If I'm ever confused
I'm
on the
checking
schedule, I can go back and find out when I'm supposed to be there.
Yes. Yeah.
Casual nerdiness. Things and stuff, even stuff and things.
Ooh,
Yes.
Oh.
Oh.
Pump the brakes.
So yeah, we've got that. I've got our appearances for PAX Unplugged up on our schedule as well. So come see us at PAX Unplugged. We are 12% of the panels, the 4 of us.
12% of the panels.
I told one of my clients that, and they were like, "You really should just be your own con."
I'm sure there's like a statistical percentage place in which we become our own con. Like,
Yeah.
At what point what's the threshold for it becomes clinical roll con?
Clinical roll con. That has a nice ring to it.
featuring packs of blood. That's really fun.
We'll invite Jerry and Mike.
Yeah.
I saw Mike at Starbucks today.
Yeah.
Just now when I was over there.
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
Yeah. Small world.
Small world.
Wandering Shrink would go. That's awesome.
Wandering Shrink would go. That's awesome. The clinical roll con featuring Penny Arcade.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
That's
I like
No,
everybody else,
we will make
but-
them submit.
Submit some panels for us. We'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We'll review it.
That'd be awesome. And as a reminder, I'm going to be at Gamehole Con. Just me, by myself, running around.
The only person at Gamehole Con.
I'm the only person. The whole con is me. No, I'm giving a talk on identity exploration through play and through GMing, which I hope will be a fun conversation. I've practiced it while doing a walk the other day, so I think it'll be a good talk. I hope interesting. Hopefully, some people come.
Filmed or streamed, Megan?
I will film it. Yes.
Yes.
So, yeah, it'll get filmed and put up. Yeah, I'm going to do my usual thing, which is I'm going to task somebody in the audience that I probably have some sort of connection with via Twitter and ask them to film it for me, because that's what I do. Because I'm a professional.
You got minions. That's delegation.
Yeah.
If all else fails, tripods are pretty cheap.
I have a tripod, but they're a pain in the butt to lug around all day because they don't fit in backpacks nicely.
What we need is a cool backpack that can hold a tripod.
I'll show you the one I use that fits in my backpack.
I need a backpack of holding. All right. Any other plugs, announcements, things you guys want to talk about?
Oh.
So many things I want to talk about, but the only plug that I have is everybody should go to criticalcore.org and join the Critical Core mailing list, because the Kickstarter is going to happen before you know it.
It is. That's going to be fun. And do that. And I've been actually one thing that I just wanted to say too that's really cool is I've been contacted recently by a few different undergraduate and I think one graduate student that are interested in studying applied RPGs and doing D&D therapy. So this is starting to take off and it's awesome. So
Hey!
It's like a whole field.
Yeah,
It's going to be like a whole field.
which is why we've got that training in
Yes.
January on the 27th.
yes,
This is the big new thing.
This is
It
the big
is.
We should get in on this.
We should totally get in on
we
this.
should. Oh, wait,
Ground level.
we're
Huh.
here.
We did it.
We did it. Congratulations, past us.
We did it. That was good. We did it.
Yay.
Yeah,
I'm not in
What did-
Seattle.
High five. What did I get? Oh, I'm not going to do that well.
All right, so
D&D, I guess.
Is that
let's
what we're
go play some D&D. Let me get some music going. Adam's doing the summary, I believe.
Oh,
Oh, maybe not now.
okay, getting my notes out.
Getting
Okay,
notes
good.
out.
Anyway.
All right, I'm going to start some music. I'm going to have to turn it down immediately because Sirenscape's interesting.
I wrote down more notes.
Oh yeah, that was with the
That was
NPCs.
yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. I
All right.
should have a pipe.
Here's the epic music.
Pipe.
Yeah.
All right.
Last time on Dungeons and
Do you
Dragons.
want
I've got cigars in my bag.
a tentacle hand?
Oh wait, that would work. All right. There. Last week on Clinical Role, our heroes continue to explore Windhold. Hired by the Thieves Guild to clear out the danger in the evacuation tunnel in the rich district to the north. One moment. Our heroes encountered Ublix. Ublixi? I don't know what the Latin is. It's difficult. But it's plural, I believe. We defeated the Ublixis. Ublai? Oblada? I don't know.
Life goes on.
The summary doesn't. But after defeating the Ublixes, we were told about the demon and the devil's war, and the Ublixes were being sent by various evil beings. Where we went to the narrating voice, thank you. Where we went to the Wizard College and encountered a reticent student who was being difficult and recalcitrant. I think I used that word right.
That's the special word.
Yes. What? Yeah, well, yes, it was all done for the Immeral's ex, who now runs the Thieves. I don't know if you can call her an ex, given they never really dated when they were 14.
There's clearly a love thing.
Complicated.
There's a thing.
Sexual tension.
Going on.
Something. But either way, that's where we left things. We had just gone exploring. Zap Brannigan, there we go. Gift, bring me my summary. Demons and Devils, the book, is what we were looking for. And that's what we found. And that's where we left it off. There will be a dwarven celebration tonight. And that's where we begin our thing. Adventure, yes.
Nicely done.
Yay!
Yay!
Here's my pipe back. Didn't actually put it in my mouth.
Very
so.
fishy.
All right. And all this lovely music you all are hearing is from Sirenscape. So,
Thank you,
Lovely.
Sirenscape.
Hashtag kinda a sponsor.
Kinda.
Closest thing to a sponsor
Closest
we
thing
have.
that we have.
all right. And one thing I keep forgetting to say at the start of the show is at Lori B did the beautiful map of Windhold. And so follow her on Twitter. I'm going to put her Twitter handle in the chat because she's amazing with her art. It's ridiculous.
So good.
Follow her. Just send that. Okay. Yeah, follow her, give her love, hire her to do maps. She's amazing.
Oh, one more thing that
Yes.
I didn't recount. Immeral was feeling furious.
Yeah. have a new term.
I have an Immeral has a new catchphrase.
Flurious.
Glorious.
I'm feeling
glorious. Else down too.
As you guys were getting ready to leave the Mage's Call, as Durana kind of walked away from you, she comes back a minute later. She's like, "Wait, did you guys like need notes or anything on like the demons? Is that something you were looking for?"
Oh yeah, that sounds really good.
Right, Daria.
Oh, that's right.
Daria.
We forgot about Duronicus or whatever her name was.
I think it was Daria.
Yeah, I've got a lot of rough notes. I can sell you some of mine because, like, honestly, the books are really freaking difficult to get through. So, give me a couple days to collect them all together, and I can sell them to you if you want.
How much?
Let me see how much I got as far as information, but I've got my rough notes from when I first started studying the stuff and translating things, so I'll get that to you.
Knowing book prices, it's going to be an exorbitant amount.
What's exorbitant to you?
I don't know what that word means.
Yeah, that's right. You don't.
100,000 gold?
200,000 gold. I doubt that we are going to get charged 200,000 gold.
I'm thinking maybe like 50, but we'll see.
Those better be really extensive notes for 50 GP.
She just gives you this dead look of like, you think I would take shitty notes?
But it's all on one look.
Yeah. It's just like the complete...
Oh, no, dear. You... yes.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
You got it.
Uh-huh.
Textbook prices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not trying to impugn your note-taking skills. I'm impugning the potential value of your notes.
If you want to spend 2 years pouring through all of the books on demonology and summarizing them into a comprehensive collection of notes, go for it.
Fair point.
Yeah, we'll pay pretty much whatever.
Yeah, 50 GP is about right, yeah.
Excellent. I'll get everything together. If it's not as much as I thought, I'll charge you a little less, but I think I've got notes on all your basic demons, a little bit of the lore of the world and the abyss, so I can get that to you.
That would be wonderful. Thank you.
Thanks, Daria. I super appreciate it.
Yeah.
It was wonderful interacting with you. It was.
How can you tell?
And she kind of takes off, just kind of looking at you guys, not really interacting at all.
I think she's pretty great.
How can you tell?
I don't know.
You think everybody's pretty great.
That's pretty true. Hey, whatever happened to that ooze guy we met in the cave?
The one we blew up?
I think his
name
was Weebly.
No, that was the other one.
No, that was the
he's
other
the
guy.
greasy one.
Yeah. Weebly was the purple one.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Uzi. He was kind of oozy too.
Where's your bunny, by the way?
I saw him like carrying him around. Like feeding bird.
Seriously, what was the name of the bunny that in Archer?
Oh, someone in chat's going to be able to know that.
Yeah, somebody in the chat's going to know that. The one that the Len Trexler named after.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh.
What's up, Larry Dixon?
Hello, Larry Dixon.
What's up? That's Larry Dixon. Larry Dixon, what is the name of the bunny in Archer?
This is special D&D trivia.
Yeah, that Len Trexler names him.
This is the name of
You
the
will
bunny
get
in Archer.
nothing for answering this question correctly.
Thumbs up.
Place your answer in the form of a question.
Robert Klein.
Robert Klein!
Casual nerdiness for the win.
Yes, Robert Klein.
Is that the name of your rabbit?
What? What's that?
Is that going to be the name of your rabbit, Robert Klein?
No,
I think you settled on Bun
I
Bun.
already committed to Bun Bun, which is
That's
another
right, Bun Bun.
Somebody got it.
Somebody got it.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Right now, guys, it's probably like 9-ish in the morning. And as you guys were invited to swing by Crispy's because Anna and the kids were going to go over and deliver pastries to some of the other residents of Windhold if you had wanted to. You were not told you had to, but That was something you were invited to do if you wanted to, unless there's other stuff your characters would want to do.
I kind of want to roam the streets.
Yeah, I do like the idea of roaming the streets a bit.
All right. Where would you guys like to roam to? So you are...
Bring up the map.
I'm going to bring up the map. I don't know that the map's not going to show up on the stream for right now because our producer, I'm Sven, is getting my children to fall asleep because they are stubborn.
Are they your children when they're stubborn?
Yes, they are.
All right. Well, you know what? Let's continue. Let's meander through the artisan district.
All right.
On the east side.
Okay. So you guys start meandering through. You know what? The music is not playing for me, which means it crashed on that computer, but that's okay. We're all good. All right, so you guys start making your way through the Eastern District where all the guild halls are. Some of the artisan district is. You see lots of different grand buildings. Emerald, just give me a straight history check.
All right. Let's see here. Oh. As soon as I get back to that screen that has my character sheet on it. No!
Yeah,
on D&D Beyond, also not a sponsor.
Also definitely not a sponsor.
Yeah.
D&D Beyond.
Not an official sponsor.
Not an official sponsor.
Official not sponsor.
Official not sponsor?
Officially not a sponsor.
We need that flashing thing. Not a sponsor. Not a sponsor.
Yeah, not a sponsor.
How would things change if they did sponsor us? We would talk
not a sponsor.
Talk about them more because we're already like
We already talk about them quite a bit.
We're really not appealing.
What
much
benefit?
You know,
Level Up Decks has no need to sponsor us now because we're like
every show we're like
we'll put their logo right side up.
All right.
Yeah.
There we go. Finally loaded. Ish.
I'm trying to pull up my character too.
This
This is taking a while. My goodness.
This artisanal district is so artsy.
It is artsy.
It is artsy.
Am I seeing what kinds of artsy stuff am I seeing around this artisanal district?
I'm hearing vocalists.
Yeah.
I'm hearing other bards.
Yeah,
singing.
you're definitely hearing some bards singing. There is a small bardic school there. So,
what size bards exactly do they produce?
Oh, yes. Larry Dixon, East Side.
The artisan gang.
Not a spawn core. All right. What'd you get for your history check, Emerald?
10.
10. Okay. You're trying to remember the exact layout and like where different places were. It's been 60 years though, so it's really hard to remember exactly where everything is. You do start to make your way around though. You are noticing it seems like a few places have changed whatever training that they're doing. You guys do pass by the bardic school. Hearing through one window the sounds of strings trying to be tuned and a bunch of stringed instruments trying to all play together. Sometimes it's okay.
You're chanting.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The game has become so real. Are we listening to chanting?
This is it. And as you're going by, you see different like weavers doing dyes, lots of fabrics being made, clothing lines, and then towards all the food processing would be happening more on the thatch side.
Yeah, that's definitely thatch.
Yeah, that's in thatch. So you see the dyers, the weavers. Also, this would be a new school, Immeral, that you wouldn't have seen during your day. It does seem to be a school of the arts as well. So there's the Bard College, which was there before, training bards and performers. But this seems to be like for different types of artisans. And you can see, as you're passing by, there's an archway leading into a courtyard, and you see a bunch of students with canvases out painting.
Can I photobomb one of the paintings?
You know what? You go for that. You stand there long enough.
But like right in front of the fruit or whatever.
Yeah. Baeridin runs in and just slides in.
Somebody's like painting, and then they're like, "Oh, where did this guy come from?"
Oh, come on.
What the hell, man? Why is this gnome here?
Oh my god. So yeah, we'll explore around. I see this new stuff. I just, I go in, I chat with them a little bit about the history of the place.
All right,
How
so
long they've been there, and
so you go in and you see there's this sort of slightly eccentric looking human standing in the, I guess it would be the gallery area. She's kind of looking around. Her hair is very short, going black but going gray. But you also see there's this streak of red and blue kind of stuck in it, like she might have had paint on her hands and forgot and just ran them through her hair and hasn't washed it since.
how does she feel about capes?
She is not wearing a cape.
No capes. Got
No
it.
capes. She is wearing an apron that is splattered in paint and covered in things. She's
So, an apron, all right.
yeah, and she's kind of wandering around looking at some of the different art things and kind of making some notes to herself as she looks at things. Yes, and that one. Sold.
I actually go up, stand next to her, and I look at a painting with her, and I just tell her, excellent composition.
Oh, thank you. Yes, the student here, they're coming along pretty nicely. I wonder if they're going to be a court painter someday. Maybe not. We'll see. It's a fickle world. Hello, who are you?
Oh, just an art appreciator, just someone who appreciates art.
Ah.
The brushwork is excellent.
It's a bit spotty if you ask me, but, teach his
Better
own.
than I could do.
And you're an art appreciator. Are you here buying?
Oh, I haven't ruled it out.
What's Immeral wearing, by the way?
Oh, Immeral is wearing his usual, vest, and
he does have his fancy vest.
he's always got his vest on. Dr. B's vest, yes.
Is Immeral pretty well dressed? Is he a pretty well dressed
for a monk? Well, maybe for a monk, but no, he's wearing his very bland tunic with his bland cloak, and unless his sleeves are pulled up to see all the dragon tattoos wrapped around, he just looks average.
All right, she kind of looks at you and is, well, come over here. And she leads you towards one section where there's some smaller paintings, some more simple, charcoal drawings, different levels of sketch work and things. So these are some different pieces that we've got showing a variety of our artists and their different styles.
Well done.
What particularly would you be interested in looking for?
I'm not sure. It's one of those instances. Are you two with me, by the way?
No, I think at this point, Baeridin has found a blank canvas. A painting is had Gragnold go and strike a pose, and Baeridin is trying to paint Gragnold in a pose. I imagine this going on in the background, where Baeridin is like, "That looks really neat. It's perfect." And he's just going to draw stick figures of Gragnold cutting off something's head, even though that has nothing to do with the pose that Gragnold is doing.
I don't know exactly what I'm looking for, but there's a certain sort of unknown quality I'm looking for when it comes to these sorts of things.
Portability?
Make a persuasion check.
Do you have art that's about this big?
I think someone's invited the flautist.
How about a 21?
Oh my gosh. Well, against her too. All right, well.
How do you say Jordan Borv?
Oh, there's all right, come over here. And she actually leads you through a doorway into another room, and there's she's like, we're doing a special showing for one of our students who's getting ready to graduate. Aiden has done some amazing work. Her work with color is particularly amazing in here. And what you see as you come in, I'm going to turn the Sirenscape down a little bit,
That flute player
is very loud.
From the bard school, and he's like right outside, but he's like really wailing.
He's their rock loudest.
He's dancing while he's doing
Yeah.
it. But it's a pretty slow tune, so it's kind of.
Meanwhile, we're wondering. I know what a wizard is, but I don't know what a ball is.
He brings that flute to like every party.
Yeah.
And so what you see in this room, Immeral, it's a collection of images. And so starting on one wall, there's this picture of, it's almost, the canvas almost looks unpainted, but it's, as you're looking at it for a moment, you notice it's mostly a lot of whites. And there's one thing that you can see, which is the face of a little girl laying in a bed. And in the next painting, she's gotten out of the bed, and there's like this black, almost like mouse hole that's appeared, and it shows her crawling through it. And the next painting is the girl emerging from the mouse hole into this world that's just all these greens. Everywhere it's greens all through it. And then as she's walking through that, she goes into the trunk of a tree and comes out into a room that's like all reds. Like there's just bright red flowers around. The sky is like a sunset red, not gory at all, not like blood red, but just beautiful, vibrant. And it goes on like through explorations of red into blues, into purples, yellows, and then into blacks. And then the last painting is similar to the first, only this time there's little hints of each color that were in the paintings going along.
Is this like a comic strip?
Almost. Yeah, it's like a story being told in paintings. Just like this.
It's a metaphor.
Well, sure, the yellow one is.
A white one?
No, I think the other one's, that one's a forest 4, and that one's a, I don't know, tree 4, or...
Oh.
But that's not what metaphor is.
So this is interesting. The progression of themes.
She's got some talent, I will say that.
Mm-hmm. And the color usage is interesting.
It's a bold choice. I think it's interesting that she likes this idea of like a whole collection. I've never really gotten much of an artist selling all of their paintings at once, but there's been several people in town who've been interested and shown interest in this. Actually, some people from the Dyers Guild have really seemed to like the idea of color-themed art and to hang in one of their lobbies or galleries.
Well, the Dyers would, wouldn't they?
They have walls, probably.
What's the asking price?
Oh, well, for these, it's, I believe she's asking 200 gold per painting, and...
How many paintings do I see?
So there's the white one, green, and... There's 12 different paintings. Says, or 2,000 for the lot.
2,000 for the lot.
I put my bag of gold in her hand and I say, "I'll take them."
How much money do you have?
700.
She kind of looks at the bag, weighs it, and is like, "You can afford 7." Or no, sorry, it's just 200 each. She's like,
discount. I'll take it.
Yeah, no, she's sorry. She's like, you can get 3, and you'll have a little gold remaining.
You know, I was interested in this, but I'm thinking of something for the Oakleaf Orphanage.
Oh! Well, actually, do you like this artist's style?
I do. It's very artistic. Immeral is holding a completely straight face.
Baeridin and Gragnold have come in and joined Immeral.
Is Baeridin carrying his...
Baeridin is carrying his painting.
Go ahead and give me...
Have you heard of Lord Baeridin?
No.
Immeral, look what I painted. It's Gragnold.
Lord Baeridin.
This is him right here.
You're
down here. You're making a frowny face.
He's renowned among certain art collectors outside of the Moonfang district. His simplicity is what draws your eye.
It's a metaphor.
I drew all the blood coming out of the guy's neck after Gragnold decapitated him.
That's
Themes
interesting.
of life and loss.
Well,
It's like a little cartoon guy with like X's, and the head is like flying off.
well, that's very interesting.
one of
But
them was really yellow. And...
let me see here if I can find you a painting that might do for the orphanage.
Well, what about Lord Gragnold's? Or Lord Baeridin?
Well, I guess if you want to buy your... he's not a student here, so if you wish to buy your friend's
We'll trade
painting...
you
Well,
this painting for those 12. Seems fair.
No.
Look at the debt portrayed here.
Look, are you serious? I like Oakleaf. I like what they do. We've gotten a couple of artists from them.
Oh, I would definitely like to buy something for Oakleaf, but I think you need to get on the ground floor of Lord Baeridin's paintings.
Are you looking for entrance into our college?
Oh, I assume there's a door.
I mean... she just is starting to look more confused and frustrated, and like she's trying to keep it together.
I actually take her aside. I know they're simplistic. I realize this. Other gallery owners across the continent have held similar frustrations. Nevertheless, his paintings are inexplicably popular.
Make a deception check with disadvantage because the art is so bad.
I do like the idea that the whole next chapter is just Baeridin goes to
art school. Like, here's the story our DM's prepared. Nope, Baeridin's going to art school.
It's not terrible.
Okay.
14.
She kind of looks at you and is like, well, other people can have his art. I'm good with mine.
Well, your loss.
All right. Well, come here. I think this painting has some good whimsy to it that the children of Oakleaf might enjoy. It's one of her more early works, so it's not as refined as these.
I'm just picturing Baeridin going to art school.
I'm thinking Adam needs to start doing drawings now for the stream.
I drew a little. When we said that the Thieves Guild was called the Seal, I drew a little seal. You guys can't really see it, but it's a seal with holding daggers.
Oh my god, we need to get Baeridin's paintings and t-shirts.
Yes.
It would be like, Teen Girl Squad, but, not a
It would be a
copyright
lot
infringement.
like Teen Girl Squad.
I
Yeah.
pictured sort of like big muscles.
So,
So let's see what this artist has to say.
So she steps behind a counter and pulls out a happy little monk here. No, he's not a happy little monk.
An angry little monk.
An angry little monk. And so what she pulls out is this painting of a little girl sitting inside. And you see these gigantic red flowers all around her and this light streaming through a window. And there's a couple of, there's actually a doe and a fawn standing next to the little girl. And it's not, like, the lighting's not quite right, from what you saw, like, hanging up with the themes on colors, it's not nearly as good. But it still, like, has a lot of whimsy, and it's showing the promise of the artist she was becoming.
I like this. It shows promise. It shows promise of the artist she's becoming.
No, it's fine. Just keep going. Keep going without me.
What's the asking price for this?
Since this is one of her early works and an early draft of an early work, she's only asking 20 gold for it.
How much is she asking?
20.
20.
It's very reasonably priced.
That is overly reasonably priced. Baeridin's go for 100.
I drew Bun Bun in the corner, but he wasn't actually there for any of this. But I thought it'd be more fun if he was in the corner.
Bun Bun used to be an ooze.
You don't know that.
Bun Bun used to be in a cave with some oozes. Unpredictably.
Okay.
I really can't wait for the day that there's a dispelled magic around you guys.
20 gold pieces, I will take it.
All right. Would you care to have the artist sign this or anything?
That would be lovely. May I meet the artist and shake their hand?
Certainly. Hold on a moment. And, she walks back, and after a couple of moments, this artist comes out. She's what race would she be? Trying to remember to change up races other than, well, we did say the majority race here was human.
Well, Weebly or whatever his name was tiefling.
Yeah. Well, we did say the majority race in this town, though, is it's mostly human and dwarf mix. So
Okay.
Let's do a half elf.
half elves are rare here.
Half dwarf?
No, so you do see a taller human coming out. She's got very short black hair, very kind of angular, pointed features, and not exactly like a striking. She's pretty, but not like a striking beauty. But she comes out and she's like, "Oh, you're buying the flower painting? Awesome, great.
It shows promise.
Thanks."
The artist you're becoming.
Yeah, I did it a few years ago. I like it. I want to someday redo it a little bit better. But
Well, what would you say about redoing it a little bit better on doing a mural for Oakleaf Orphanage?
she's kind of taken aback by that. She's like, "That would be really cool. I like what they do over at Oakleaf. A couple of my friends came from there."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What would you say about doing this in the near future?
I mean, I need to get paid, but sure.
What if I'm paying 20 for this. What if I throw in another 100 gold pieces on top of it?
Exposure.
How big of a mural are we talking? Like,
How big do you think is reasonable?
I could probably do like a 4 foot by 6 foot.
4 foot by 6 foot.
Maybe paint some sort of like, almost make it look like a portal into another world.
That's hopeful for the orphans.
It's a theme.
Yeah, I like the idea of places that become things that they weren't.
Transition.
Mm-hmm.
Promise.
Yeah. No,
I think that I would very much like to purchase this painting, and I would like to give you another 100 to paint that mural for the orphanage.
Done. Sure. Yeah. So do they know should I go there now? Like, when do I go there?
I'll go there first and let them know you're coming.
Okay. What's your name? Sorry, I didn't catch that.
My name is Immeral.
Aiden, or, well, Adrian, but I go by Aiden now.
Aiden.
I'm gonna put a link in the chat here, because I'm actually basing this character off a friend of mine from high school who's an amazing artist. So,
Oh, cool.
Should we click on this link?
Now I
Yeah.
don't want to see
I
it.
want to see the stuff. You guys, all the audience can watch this.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Wow.
yeah, she's amazing.
Incredible.
Holy crap!
The color project was the one I was describing, if you go to her portfolio.
That's actually
This
a real
is
painting.
ridiculous.
Yeah, she's amazing.
You're giving her free exposure.
Yes,
We're
because...
so bad at waiting for sponsors.
This is incredible.
Hashtag not a sponsor.
Hashtag not a sponsor, but like, wowie dowie with her art, yeah.
Wow.
Cool.
That's amazing. Oh no, the orphans are definitely getting something like this.
How much does it cost? Oh, I've got 751.
I know. I'm giving 100 to have have one done. Wow.
Yeah.
One with the parasol.
These are cool.
Wow.
And cake.
That's just incredible. I'm going to look at that. I'm going to be, wow.
Yeah, her color project one I adore. Like, just
That's
beautiful.
incredible. So yeah, no, I want to pay Aiden to go paint a mural at the orphanage.
Cool. I'll start getting supplies together. Thanks. And she kind of looks down at Baeridin's painting and, or Gragnold. Yeah, no, Baeridin's painting. It's just like, that's. She just kind of laughs, just like, I like it.
Shows promise.
So Lord Baeridin is quite the rage amongst certain collectors who appreciate the simplistic transitions that exist within his artwork. It shows multiple themes of light and death, innocence, corruption.
It's just good. It's just fun. It's, yeah, no, it's just
It's black and white.
This is a tree over here. I drew a tree up in the corner because otherwise it was blank, and I didn't like it being blank up there.
no, that's a good use of space. All right, I'll go get my things. So like, she kind of looks out. It's probably getting towards 11:30, almost noonish. She's like, should I go there today or should I show up tomorrow morning?
Why don't you show up tomorrow?
All right, I'll be there tomorrow. Thanks.
Oh, are you signing my painting?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, right. Do you want me to sign the front or the back?
Well, sign the front.
And so she gets out a little bit of black paint and she paints her name down at the bottom.
Wow, that's very kind of you. Thank you, Aiden.
Thank you. Thank you for your support, and I'm excited to do this project. I think it'll be cool. And the curator, instructor lady is kind of standing back. She's like, all right, well, that was good.
It was great.
This is your opportunity to sell some of Lord Baeridin's paintings.
I think I'm still going to pass since I only sell paintings of my students, and he has not applied to be one of the students here.
You should apply to be one of her students.
Okay. How do I do that?
Well,
is it a written exam? I'm not great at those.
Hello.
Gragnold's learned to read, sort of.
Well, I mean, you need to
but
submit.
Dawn, his magical telepathic talking sword can help him.
What are you talking about?
Nope. Nothing. Nope. I'm not going to cheat.
Well, look, if you want to do entry into here, you have to submit 5 different paintings of different styles, different.
Give him 10 minutes.
Themes.
I have to make 4 more paintings? It took me like so long.
And then
go strike some different poses.
How's this?
That's pretty good. Baeridin just flipped the painting around and drawing on the back of the.
We call this hidden gem number 5.
How long do I have to sit like this?
It's perfect.
See, the buyers don't realize they're getting 2 paintings until they've purchased it.
All right, well, you've done a good deed here today, and you have an amazing bit of art, and once your styles become a bit more refined, might I suggest coming back? But until then, thank you.
Are you saying he's not refined?
He's like a fine wine that has yet to age properly.
I'm a grape juice.
You know, there are many artists that train their entire lives to be this simplistic. As simplistic as Lord Baeridin achieves on his own.
Did I become a lord?
I think you did.
Cool.
I'm really jealous.
She kind of just keeps nodding and is like, all right. Well, Lord Baeridin, I look forward to your future works and seeing the promise and the growth that they have. And
paint it bigger.
You too, lady person who I didn't get your name.
Mary.
Mary. Lady Mary.
No, I'm just Professor Mary, but whatever.
Oh, I just thought it was like a thing that we all do here. Come along, Lord Gragnold.
Coming.
Are you not really a lord, then?
What?
It's a stage name.
Got it. Well,
Mister. Mister.
Join us in D&D as all
Yeah.
we do is go to an art gallery.
yes. She kind of keeps nodding it. And actually, Gragnold, make a performance check.
As you're posing.
Yep. That is a 7.
Do you take your shirt off?
Oh, I don't wear.
Never wear.
I don't wear shirts. My hair is long and it kind of does like a Venus and Milo.
I mean, I guess if he ever wanted to be a model, maybe you need a little bit of practice, though.
I can't believe it's not hard.
Here come the 90s references.
Welcome to Clinical Role, where we look at art and make references.
Thank you.
Best game ever.
Ever. All right. So she eventually, like, kind of ushers you guys along. Is like, thank you, and
Probably a wise move.
a couple other people come in, and she starts showing them around the gallery.
Let's show them Lord Baeridin's paintings. Have you seen the great works of Lord Baeridin?
And
It's just all the rage.
Baeridin's just super proud that everybody's showing off his paintings.
Gragnold is he's feeling really like the center of attention right now because it's a picture.
It's a picture, right?
Exactly.
It's a
Yeah.
picture. Perfect. Yeah.
picture.
yeah, they kind of are just looking down, and it's like, come along, dear. I walk right by. Yeah. Completely the snooty types.
Immeral, nobody wants to buy my painting.
I'll buy it.
Do you think Crispy will buy it?
Let's take it to Crispy.
Yeah, I'll buy it.
You'll buy it?
There you
No!
Where are you going to put it?
751.
Wow. That seems like a lot of money for a painting.
It's beautiful.
Let's go take it to Crispy.
All right. So you guys kind of meander your way through the streets, making your way back
Hold on
towards...
to that sack of money for good keeping.
Now I need to buy a house.
To put your painting in.
It's the most expensive thing I own.
Do you have a moment to talk about our painter and savior, Lord Baeridin? Son of a very nice... Very well done.
That's the next thing we go to. We just... Have you got one moment? Do you have a moment, ma'am, or sir, to talk about our Lord and Savior, Lord Baeridin?
With one mighty brushstroke.
With one mighty brushstroke, he has created the painting.
That's me.
And on the seventh day, he'll rest.
So as you guys are making your way through the streets, there's definitely a lot of bustle here. One of the things you're noticing is how the streets are aligned. Is there's, in traditional cities, the alleys are where the deliveries are made and things, but because this is such a big hub for trade, the streets actually tend to be where the wagons are, and so all of the pedestrian traffic tends to be in the back. And so, like, what traditionally would be like the front of the shops and things where goods are sold and things, that's actually more like the warehouse where things are loaded and offloaded, and then like the shops for individuals are either in the market proper, or there's like some small offices and things where they show off different wares of the guilds as you're going by.
Okay. So let's go through the alleys. Let's go make sure everybody sees this fantastically expensive painting that Lord Baeridin painted. And let's head our way back to Crispy's.
I also want to get a refund for that potion of wonder that didn't do anything.
That you're gonna have to go find Penelope down in Thatch.
She's in Thatch.
Yeah, you guys are in the east side.
So I'm gonna travel with that.
We could go to Thatch, but let's drop off the painting first.
All right. So you guys are winding your way through the streets towards Crispy's place. Are you going to the store, or are you actually going to Crispy's apartment?
Let's go to the store.
It's the middle of the day, right? Plus, we said we were going to help them with something.
Yeah. So Anna was going out to hand out pastries and things.
Yeah.
Baeridin drew himself eating a bunch of pastries in the painting. It's just like a big plate of pastries.
Gragnold cutting somebody's head.
Adam, I'm really thinking you actually need to draw this in stick figure form. I mean, I did draw the first bit of character art for the group, and I showed it off at PAX East in front of a huge audience to show my terrible art skills. So.
Adam's gonna get me a Sharpie.
Show us your skills of an artist.
Oh, this is gonna be... You guys.
I apologize, stream. I am going to put in a
I am
copy.
almost as good an artist as Baeridin has been described as.
So
this
we're
is going to be spectacular.
Yeah.
We're walking through, and we make our way to Crispy's Bakery, and I make sure to let them know who's there first of all.
When you go into Crispy's, so there's the bakery off to the right side, and then more of the general goods store off to the left. You guys see Cole standing behind the counter on the left-hand side. There's a kid you haven't met yet, kind of running around, working with him, coming back behind the counter. He's wearing an apron. We'll talk to Cole and kind of run. It looks like basically like a stock boy.
Okay.
Over in the bakery section, it's actually Tammy who's there.
Okay.
Anna's not there right now.
Well, I try and get Tammy's attention.
Actually, as soon as you guys are walking in, she was waving at you guys and just smiling. Like, hello!
And I beckon her over.
Oh, hold on. She tries her hands and comes over. Dearies, I was expecting you earlier. I thought you were going to go help Anna today.
Well, we had something else we were doing, and in the process, we were able to get our hands on a new painting by Lord Baeridin, and we wanted to donate it to you.
Baeridin became a lord? When did that happen?
It's his stage name.
Oh.
He keeps calling me Lord Baeridin. It's great.
All right.
But I just want you to know that his last painting sold for over 750 gold pieces.
Oh my.
And we wanted to give you one.
Okay.
I'm still drawing it. I don't actually have a painting yet.
All right. You hold it up to her, and with the tempered patience of a well-practiced mother. Oh, dearie, this is lovely. Look at the tree you drew here. And what is this a little cloud on the ground over here?
Yes, it's a bunny cloud.
That's an adorable bunny cloud. And is that Gragnold chopping off someone's head?
He is. He's chopping off that guy's head.
You've done a very good work with all the blood.
Yeah, I'm glad you noticed the blood.
It's very lifelike.
This is lovely. Where should I put this?
Someplace prominent.
This is actually great because this is a really fat Sharpie, so it's really...
She's kind of looking at it going,
Maybe over the counter.
I was thinking, actually.
Did you see that I'm eating pastries?
You are? Are you eating the crisps, though? That's so lovely of you to put the crisps in here. I think... She kind of looks over the counter, and you can see, like, there's the menu and things, and she's like... And the store might not be... And if this is as valuable as you say, I wouldn't want someone to just get some sticky fingers looking right at Immeral.
You've got to put it up high so nobody can touch it.
Baeridin has already grabbed pastries, and his hands are already sticky, and he was already reaching for the painting. So he goes, yeah, maybe that's a good idea.
Sorry, I just got what you were doing with sticky fingers. And she kind of looks just like, well, I want to make sure that Crisp sees this, so I think I'm going to go and bring it into the home. I think I want to hang this above our hearth.
Hey, Larry, no. No.
Everyone looks at the oven. Let's put it in there.
Where did it go?
She's like, come, let's go over and see Crispy.
All right.
She leads you guys off. Cole kind of waves at you all as you're walking by. How would Gragnold respond to Cole being friendly?
I think Gragnold's in a good mood right now. I think he'd be
okay. He's not.
all right.
All right. You guys make your way over to the apartment and go up, and you see Crispy he's sitting in one of the more comfortable chairs, kind of with a little blanket over his lap, It looks like he's in a little bit of pain, maybe, but as soon as he sees you guys, like, his face lights up, and he gets up and comes over and gives Immeral a big hug, and Baeridin and Gragnold as well. It's like, it's nice having people come and visit. I like that you're visiting every day.
Well, Crisp. Oh, we had some fun today.
Did you? Is it early yet? It's still early yet.
Your daughter is the pinnacle of patience.
Oh no, this was his wife.
Oh, your wife is the pinnacle of patience and grace.
Of course she is. She had to put up with me.
Oh, we tested it today.
And she kind of comes in and smiles, and she's carrying the painting, and she's like, "Yes, look what they brought us today." And Crispy says, "Oh, someone getting their head chopped off." All right, fair.
I tried to get this at the art gallery, but
you went to the art guild there, the Artisans Guild.
Mm-hmm.
Some talented people there, aren't there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of them is going to be doing a painting for the orphanage tomorrow.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Their paintings look really cool.
And you can just... Crispy's face just completely kind of lights up when he hears that. And he walks over and he just gives you a hug. Thank you.
I'm once again kind of uncomfortable, but... yeah.
And he just he pats your shoulder and he's just like... It's not such a bad place, all things considered.
No. No, it's not.
Some art there will definitely lighten it up a little bit more for the kids. They'll like that a lot.
How about we give you the original?
All right.
I show him the actual painting I purchased.
And he looks at it, he's like, I've seen this. I went down to the artist. She did a lovely bit with all the colors. Oh, this is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And he walks over and puts it on one of the shelves and is just looking at it. And he's just like, she must have done this a few years ago, yeah?
Yes, I was told it shows promise.
Does that. Still, I like it.
Well, she's going to be doing a mural of this at the orphanage.
They'll like that a lot. That'll be great.
Oh my god. Yeah.
There's Baeridin's painting. Everyone can see it. You see there's a tree in the corner?
Yep.
There's a bunny down here. And Baeridin's eating pastries. And then there's this guy's, you can tell he's dead because he's got X's in his eyes. And this is blood.
Oh my god!
Is that sort of a sad Immeral?
This is a sad Immeral. He has a frowny face. You can kind of see it.
That is amazing!
Oh my god!
He doesn't have any weapons because he punches people.
And actually, I'm going to go with Larry Dixon's suggestion there. Adam, take a D6 inspiration die.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
But as you guys are sitting down, Crisp is looking around and he's just looking at you guys. He's like, I know you guys have been wandering, but like, did you ever think about like just not wandering around anymore? Maybe staying a place for a while?
We've got more to do.
We think about it sometimes. When we wind up somewhere and it's nice, We were in a jungle. It was really nice there. Except for the mud and swamp and
the rain and
the zombies
the zombies, yeah.
Dinosaurs.
But I found a flying monkey.
Where'd he go?
Oh, where is Hobbs?
Where is Hobbs?
He's still... Oh, no, I guess he's been with us today. Because we went back and stayed the night at the...
Roll a d20, my friend.
How does Hobbs feel about Bun Bun?
Oh.
If I was Hobbs, I would want to eat Bun Bun.
That rocked. Too bad, too.
8.
8. All right. As you mentioned, Hobbs, like he comes up to you, Baeridin, with. What does he have in his hand? He has this stone, kind of clutched in his hand, and he's.
Wow, what a nice rock!
Treasure, treasure.
Yeah. Is it a shiny stone or anything? Did you just?
No, it's just a brown stone. There doesn't seem to be anything special about it.
Wow. Should I get you a little pouch to hold treasures, buddy?
Treasures, treat.
Do I have a small pouch on me that I could like tie in a little string around his waist?
You have a smallish pouch. I don't think you have enough like thong on you right now to tie it around him. But should you want to do that later, probably back in your room, you would have some stuff that you could do that with.
I'm gonna make a note to get Hobbs his own little pouch for him to put stuff in because that's adorable. Baeridin says, "Do you want me to hold on to this for you?"
Treasure, yeah, treasure.
All right, I'm gonna put it in my special treasure pouch.
All right.
Baeridin actually does put it in a special treasure pouch.
I figured, yeah.
Baeridin's far too honest.
Yeah. It's not a ruse. He really is holding on to this rock.
As you guys are standing there and talking, one of the things Jeremy or Crispy keeps saying is look, if you ever need a place to stay, we're more than happy to have you all. This has been having you all around has been great.
Well, thank you, Crispy.
It's been pretty fun to come and visit.
As you guys are standing there, you hear a little bit of commotion on the stairs, and you see the excited entrance that only a 4-year-old can have as Bernie comes rushing into the room and says, Grandpa, Grandpa, Grandpa! And jumps up onto Crispy. He's just like, oh, what? Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? And say, we gave out the treats today. Can I have a ride? And he just kind of laughs and he swings the little boy up onto his shoulders. It's like, just one time. I can't do very much. And see Anna come up carrying the baby and just kind of looking at you. Oh, I didn't realize you had company, Dad. I'm sorry. He's like, they're family too. Come on.
This is a polite 4-year-old.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Oh, we missed handing out the stuff.
Yeah, we went over to the orphanage and handed things out a little earlier. It was really nice. We try to do that every couple weeks.
Oh, we need to swing by. Just telling these guys, we need to swing by the orphanage.
Huh. But, she kind of looks over to Gragnold for a second. She says, would you mind kind of holding out the baby?
Gragnold's pretty good at holding babies.
Yeah, Gragnold's...
The young pups.
Yep. She's like, Dad, if you've got it... And he's like, go use the bathroom. I know. And she kind of ducks out for a few minutes.
Gragnold, what do you do with a baby?
Yeah.
In the nose.
Oak.
Yeah, and the little baby like grabs onto your finger and is like trying to chew on it. And after like when Bernice looks over and sees Emerald, he's like, "Pointy ears, pointy ears."
It's not nice to talk about someone's ears.
Except for Emeralds, they're really pointy.
Pointy ears, pointy ears.
His pointy ears. Does have pointy ears.
He's like Crispy kind of just shake his head. And he's kind of coming over.
This child is coming over to me, and Okay, I start busting out the prestidigitation and all of that good stuff, making elemental attunements and druid craft and making sparks appear and whatever have you.
And he starts running around like trying to like pop the bubbles and everything like like of that. Ha 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 ha! Yeah, just looking around, super excited. I'm guessing Baeridin might be with him chasing the bubbles and things.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, are you kidding me, Larry?
So I guess that means Gragnold has a child now?
Seriously.
All right.
After a few minutes of this, Anna comes back in and takes the baby back. Thank you.
Are you sure you didn't surrender your meat larva to me?
What? No.
My laws of conquest.
What do you call? She just kind of smacks you on the arm. It's just like, you're as bad as my brothers.
Sorry. I just felt the urge to say that.
Yeah. Fair enough. Well, no, thank you. Are you guys staying around? Are you staying for dinner?
We can stay for dinner.
That depends on what's for dinner.
We can stay for dinner.
Isn't tonight the night that we're doing the
Dwarf Festival.
The Dwarf Festival.
The Festival of Dwarves. Well, isn't dinner first?
The Moonfang clan.
It's not really the moon.
Well, tomorrow, people are starting to arrive today. Tomorrow night's the night of the...
Tomorrow night's the festival, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then, yeah, we'll definitely have dinner tonight, won't we? And we will enjoy it, won't we?
I suppose we will. I don't know if we'll enjoy it, but
we will enjoy the dinner.
Well, I'll help Mom and... I'll help Mom get some things together and any special requests. Larry is a player in one of my games, so...
Larry DMs now.
That's the request.
I want that as a request now. Larry's a guest DM. Oh my God, get him up on the table with a wizard hat going, by the laws of conquest, you have surrendered your meat larva to me.
You're a pirate.
Larry, you now have to play a pirate.
Fight. Guard. Yeah, no. We'll stay for dinner and let's go explore the town. We got to swing by the orphanage.
We have to go to Thatch to get it.
Oh yeah, we have to go to Thatch.
All right.
And we have to go see Daisy.
No, we don't. Shut up.
Okay. Well, sure. We'll see you sometime a little after sundown then.
Sounds great.
Great. Awesome.
I'll be hungry.
Do you have any special requests? Any special foods?
Meat pie.
Easily done.
We'll be there.
Man, now I want some meat pie.
I
That
know.
sounds really good.
I want to sing about meat pies.
Sing about is there a song?
Have you seen Sweeney Todd?
Oh, I have seen Sweeney Todd.
Yeah. That makes you not want meat pies.
That's one of my favorite musicals. Still need to see the movie.
I haven't seen the movie either. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw part of it. They eliminated a lot of the chorus scenes, which was a shame.
Yeah, it's understandable.
No, let's sing about meat pies, savory and sweet pies.
All right. So are you guys heading over to the orphanage, or?
Let's swing by the orphanage on the way to Thatch.
Okay. So stopping by the orphanage.
See, you say that, Larry, but I think we do.
Hey, that's how you do. Sounds like a funny game.
Oh, yes. God, that's good.
So as you come into the orphanage, it's a little bit chaotic. So you walk into like the front area where it's a little bit quieter, but then you can just hear like kids kind of playing and being really rambunctious. Mm-hmm. And Immeral, it's a little different for you because there were not many times when you were staying there that you guys were allowed to be kids, essentially. It was much more controlled in a lot of ways. Like, they were really focused on education, manners, skills. And getting
So it's not a place where a kid can be a kid?
It was not a place where a kid could be a kid.
Was arrested?
Just working on it.
More 90s references.
More 90s references.
Something.
No. Where a kid can be a kid.
But you do see Miss Playstead kind of sitting behind. She's got a stack of paperwork, and she sees Immeral. Oh, you're back. How are you doing, dear?
Well, I wanted to say thank you for everything that you've changed about the orphanage and that seeing all the opportunities that these kids get. Do you know the artist Aiden?
He didn't. He was
Like
familiar.
Colors. Lots of bold color choices.
Yes, I've seen her work. It's gorgeous.
Well, I've commissioned Aiden to do a mural in the orphanage.
Are you kidding?
She'll be here tomorrow.
And she just walks up and just gives you a hug, which is kind of awkward because she's a halfling. So it's kind of like a knee hug.
She's taking me at the knees?
Essentially.
Ah! Roll acrobatics for hug.
Yeah. She's like, she gives you a quick hug and she's like, oh, I'm sorry, dearie. Come down.
And I reciprocate.
Yeah. Thank you. That would mean the walls are so bland in here. Come in. Let's see if you want to make a choice as to where you'd like it to be displayed.
Well, how about something where the kids are going to see it on a regular basis?
All right. And let's come here. And she kind of brings. Come on, all of you, and brings you back. And yeah, as you're walking back, you see the courtyard area where you guys were allowed to have some recreation time. That was where you and Daisy often would plan the different shenanigans you would get into. But what you actually see now is the kids are playing out there. There's a couple of swings that have been tied to different trees. Some of the kids have like skip ropes. A lot of jumping games going on. Tag. Older kids are kind of sitting off, to the side talking. Some are reading, but they're actually it's looking like actual just recreation time for them out in the courtyard.
Okay, things have very much changed since I was here.
Yeah, it seems like such a fun place.
Well,
we try to. I mean, nobody's here for fun reasons, right? Oh, might as well make this as
it was
nice
a little
of
stricter.
You were under which headmistress or headmaster?
60 years ago.
Miss Weiss. Yes.
Yep.
She ran a tight ship, but not the most nurturing one, from my understanding.
This was an orphanage.
Yeah, I know. I was there.
It's a ship.
It's a figure of speech.
Oh, it's a metaphor.
Yes, it is a metaphor.
Like the cut of your jib. Well, the dining hall's a place where they would see it every day, though the tendency of children to throw food might not be the best place for...
How about in the entrance?
That would be a good spot, and come into like where the kids enter and exit for different days, and there's a nice wall there that right now has like a bench just pushed up against it, and like there's a couple of hooks. She's like, I'll make sure to get the hooks removed. She's coming tomorrow morning, you said?
Tomorrow morning.
All right, we'll get the hooks removed. We'll wash the wall. That will be absolutely beautiful. That will mean the world to these children. Did you want to meet any of them? This is sort of their day off. They get the Crispy family comes over with some treats for them, and they enjoy that, and then spend most after they've had that much sugar. We found it's just best to let them run around for the rest of the day.
Well, would they like to have an art class with the renowned painter Lord Baeridin?
Well, maybe. If you could get them to sit still, that would be a feat.
I bet Lord Baeridin could get them to sit still.
I'll hold him.
The art class actually has nothing to do with sitting still. It's going to be running around painting stuff.
Well,
There were activities.
as long as all the paint can be washed off.
He's a very energetic painter.
All right. Sure. And do you need it? Do you have your supplies?
I don't think I bought any paint.
Well, we'll make sure. How about do you want to run the paint? When do you want to run the painting class, Lord Baeridin?
Right now.
I could use survival and find some berries and insects.
Oh my god!
Go ahead, roll a survival check or nature check.
I'll do survival. That is a 13.
13. So out in the court, really the only area around here to find that stuff would be out in the courtyard, and like the kids have done a pretty darn good job of picking it dry, like any berries. It's early spring yet too, so not a lot of stuff is in bloom. But
Lots of dirt you can use for shades of brown.
There are definitely lots of dirts for shades of brown, and you do find a small collection of roly-polies.
For other shades of brown.
For other shades of brown.
But a more rounded shade.
Yeah.
I think we've got it.
We don't kill the roly-polies, we just pile them up and
Yeah.
so they keep wandering off.
It's really about
Yeah.
the ephemeral nature of art. I learned it from you!
I so want that to be art. Emerald just face palming and Gragnold going, I learned it from you!
That's the drawing that we all come up with.
Yes.
So I guess we're just gonna do like a big mural in the dirt, and everybody's gonna add to it.
All right.
Get it clean.
Everybody's just covered in dirt.
Yeah.
Dirt painting. She, Miss Placer kind of shakes her head. She's like, all right, go for it. Whatever. They're having fun. Just nobody gets hurt and make sure that they can get clean.
Baeridin totally does that. I imagine it makes it about a few minutes in before Baeridin gets distracted with playing games with Hobbs. And then the rest of the thing is basically chasing Hobbs around the play area.
Go ahead, just give me a general wisdom check, just to see how long you're able to maintain concentration on the painting. And
Wow. 21.
21. Wow. So, actually, for
Baeridin's gotten into this painting thing.
about like a good 20 minutes, you are able to focus and concentrate, and you even get several of the kids to come over and join you and start being like, and here's the sun, and I'm going to make a moon. I'm going to make 2 moons. And they're all drawing things. And then, like, Hobbs does something, and you get completely distracted, and then everybody's chasing around Hobbs and playing games with Hobbs.
Perfect.
Immeral and Gragnold, what are you guys doing during this?
I'm just watching all of this happen.
I'm posing for the artists.
Even once they stop, or do you start, or do you post?
Gragnold doesn't know what posing is supposed to accomplish for artists.
Look at me. Notice the curvature.
As the kids are kind of running around, Emerald, one of them kind of just bumps into you and jumps back. It's like, I'm sorry. And you see, like,
I checked my gold pouch.
It's still there. You do see, like, this kid with brownish curly hair, and that you're taken aback for a second. As you could swear for a moment you're looking at Daisy when you met her. Before he's like, sorry, mister.
I kneel down for a moment. Hey there.
Hi.
Hi, what's your name?
I'm Emmett.
Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, I've lived here my whole life. I'm going to be a baker.
You're going to be a baker.
I really like the Krispies and the stuff that they make. And Miss Greenleaf, she tells me I'm really good with knowing when to take things out of the oven and good at making my dough. So I'm going to be a baker.
You know, I've got a sneaking suspicion that wherever your parents are, they're going to be very proud of you.
Oh, he kind of looks a little sad and for a moment saying, we don't have parents here, but that's okay.
Oh, I know.
We've got lots of brothers and sisters. You were?
Mm-hmm. A very long time
I
ago.
think it's Daisy.
Really, really swiftly and quietly, I throw whatever pebbles at hand at Gragnold.
Make a sleight of hand check.
That's a 25.
Oh!
All right. Did you learn to do that here?
The whole hand.
Did I learn to do what here?
No, that stone's at him.
You're very perceptive.
He's very...
You notice things, don't you?
Yeah.
You're very good at that. And maybe that's why you're so good at baking things.
Yeah, because you got to notice when the bread's done and when it's ready to rise, when it's all done rising, and when to punch the dough back down, and when you've gone too far. Yeah.
Oh, you're very good at. Well, so I know that being here, when you're here, you don't have parents here, but we all have parents somewhere.
Yeah.
Now, for some of us, there were some really good reasons that they left us here. But I bet that your parents would be very proud of you.
He kind of steps back for a moment and smiles. Thanks. What do you do now?
What do I do now?
Yeah.
I am an adventurer.
Oh. So do you like slay dragons?
Well, I haven't encountered any dragons. But let me show you something I can do. And
Okay.
I started doing the prestidigitation / druidcraft stuff.
Oh. How do you do that?
Just a skill.
Is it like funny feelings in your hands?
I don't know, but
You're in urgent danger.
I'm having a moment,
Damn it, Larry.
God, Larry. I'm having a moment. He, hold on.
Please up.
I'll tell you what. I can teach you a trick, but you have to promise that you won't tell anybody I taught you this.
Except for your parents.
I swear, I pick up a bigger pebble and I aim it right in between the eyes.
Always supposed to tell your parents.
No,
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Dragnol's still posing. He's just
Yeah.
When a stranger tells you to keep
No.
things from other people, you need to
That's a
run
22.
quickly tell an adult.
I don't even take my eyes away from.
Are you going to teach me to do that?
I'm not going to teach you to do that. But what I
Oh.
am going to teach you to do is I don't know what this child has on them, but I steal something.
So he doesn't actually have too much on him. It's the uniforms up close. You can tell it's pretty much the same as when you were there. Again, like the one addition being that there's shoes. A lot of kids actually aren't wearing shoes in the courtyard right now.
I steal the shoes off their feet.
But he does seem to have he has a necklace on him that he's wearing.
I try and steal the necklace.
Okay.
Oh, that's not a good roll for me. That's only a 16.
Why would you
16?
steal from someone whose parents?
With a 7, like he got distracted by. Sorry, I'm getting tea because my throat is. Oh, that's really hot. Okay.
Yeah, like
How do I change my password? I am demonstrating something for their benefit. I'm gonna give it back.
Yeah, he was distracted by seeing like you throw the pebble over Gragnold and like kind of wasn't paying attention, and then suddenly you're able to just undo the quick knot that's holding like it's basically like a leather thong with a small little basically like a wooden pendant on it.
And so I hand it back and I say, I used to do this in the kitchen to play pranks on people.
Just to clarify, Gragnold's thing is cutting off heads, Baeridin's thing is feeding treats to his flying monkey, and Immeral's thing is stealing from orphans. Just clarifying our thing.
Yes.
Orphans.
Only today. Only today.
It's now Immeral's thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was such a nice moment too.
No, his eyes definitely go wide. He's like, "Whoa! How did you do that?"
Well, you get good at it after a while, but I used to do that in the kitchen, and I would sneak extra treats out for my friends.
He kind of gets looks
given-
around, and he's like, Miss Greenleaf doesn't want me to let other people know, but she sometimes gives me other extra sweets to give my friends.
Oh my goodness, boy, this place has changed.
She said,
I think you should tell on her.
I'll tell you what you could do is if you learn how to do this, you could also learn to do magic tricks.
yeah, okay, teach me.
So I actually hand them a coin.
Okay.
And
are you going to do it?
I'm going to do it. Well, no, I'm just going to do the. So I hand them a coin, and I show them how to roll it across your fingers.
Zoom in.
Give me.
Enhance. Whoa. I can't actually.
This isn't.
That's not a thing.
No.
I mean, like, for you, it's dexterity, but you're teaching a skill to him, which I'm just trying to decide if it's more intelligence or wisdom-based. So it's more intelligence-based. Because wisdom would be more your ability to naturally, innately do this stuff, but to teach it to somebody else would be intelligence. So go ahead and do an intelligence check.
How about a 19?
19. He's not able to do it as well as you, obviously, but, like, as he's going along, like, after a few minutes, like, he seems to start getting the hang of it. Like, he'll make it, like, across a couple knuckles before the coin falls, and, pick it up again. But, one of the things you're noticing with this kid is, like, definitely very focused, very attentive, and, like, he's one who's, like, not giving up. Like, as much as you kind of hit a point of training, you're like, okay, that's good. You can
you're going to get a cramp in your hand, but you keep practicing this sort of thing.
I can do this.
You will do this.
What if he wants to do something else? Like be a brewmaster or an artist?
I'm having a moment. Shush.
But there's other roles here also.
You don't know what a role model is.
I learned it from you.
You might be able to do this.
Like a brewmaster.
I could teach you.
I keep watching and I keep telling him, keep going, just keep going. You're doing great. You're absolutely doing great with this. And if you just, if you keep practicing.
Yeah?
Yeah, and that'll happen.
How old is he?
He's about 8 or 9.
Cool, I'm gonna hand him a scimitar.
Oh my god!
It's just on loan.
As you hand it to him, you see him.
You know what? I tell him, take a swing at me. Take a swing at me. I'm like,
Miss Playstead coming out like, nope, no weapons to the children. She looks at Gragnold and, no weapons.
Larry, I'm glad we've come to an understanding. I'm really glad we've come to an understanding about this process. This is my process, okay? It's a process.
I said, no,
Larry.
don't arm the children. That's not the answer. I know there's that Titus person who's going about saying arm the children, but no, that's not the answer.
Oh. So I pat the kid on the head. I actually give the kid a silver coin.
Okay. His eyes just get really, really big.
And I tell him, don't give this coin up. This is going to be your practice coin. And the better you get at this, the better you're going to get at doing other magic tricks.
Okay, I'll keep practicing.
Good. Practice with both hands.
Oh.
Oh.
And immediately, like, the coin falls as he starts practicing with the other hand. You see him, like, kind of go off and just sit off to the side, practicing.
All right, so.
And,
yeah.
Yeah, and Miss Playstead smiles. She's like, he's a good one. He's gonna do well, I think.
Well, shall we go to Thatch?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you. We shake hands and
Baeridin is covered in dirt.
Yeah. Alright, you guys make your way out of the orphanage, heading down towards Thatch.
I actually need to check. I need to check on something really quickly because I think there's something that could happen to great comedic effect here.
Alright.
And I let's see here.
I'm gonna drink my tea. Which is the Coast, also not a sponsor of this stream.
Neither does PAX.
I create a 1 cubic foot bit of water right above Baeridin.
So as you guys are walking out, like Baeridin is just covered in mud, just this water just suddenly appears above you and just splashes down on you, getting bun,
It's so cold!
all wet, and so you have this wet bunny.
I'm thinking there's You Can't Do That on Television reference in there somewhere.
Oh, yes, there is.
80s references now, huh?
Whoa!
God, you can't do that on television. It was the
that's
80s.
I know.
That's right.
Going back to real life. But so
Okay.
is You Can Do That on Television.
Do you know Alanis Morissette used to be on You Can't Do That on Television?
Yep.
Isn't it ironic?
That song is not.
There's parts of it that are.
Parts.
There's one thing in it that's ironic,
I really do.
which interestingly prevents the entire song from being ironic,
Yeah.
because it would be irony if the song didn't have any ironic
Ironic.
statement in it,
Yeah.
but it has one.
Wait, now I'm trying to think of what the actual one ironic thing is.
Yeah, I'm going through the lyrics right now.
It's the guy who has a fear of flying.
Yeah,
and gets on a
Mr.
plane
Play
and
It
crashes.
Safe.
He was afraid
Yeah.
to fly.
He's afraid to fly.
That's the only one that's ironic. All the other
Suitcase.
ones are just
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the other ones are just really unfortunate.
He waited
Yeah.
his whole
Elizabeth-
life.
No, I would say the advice you can't take is kind of ironic.
Yeah, that's kind of ironic.
As the plane
It's
crashed down.
good advice that you just can't take.
Good advice you
Well,
can't
isn't
take,
this-
Mhm.
So there's at least 2 ironies in that song.
Yeah.
but it prevents the rest of the song. The song as a whole.
All
That's
right.
true. That's
You
true.
guys make your way through to Thatch, down to the corner where you see Penelope sitting on her cart, just kind of minding her own business.
Okay, Larry is officially my nemesis. I do a nice thing after you all taunt me for stealing things from an orphan. I have a heartwarming moment, and there's Larry with the cynicism. Larry, you are my nemesis.
Oh boy.
the character that Emerald's going to fight at the end is going to be.
It's going to be Larry.
Larry.
Gets
His ultimate nemesis. Dun dun dun.
comedy and fantasy authors. He can stand up to psychosis. He can stand up to trauma. Where does Dr. B get his downfall? Fantasy authors.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun. I like the slow smile, steepling fingers.
Bring it, Dixon.
So you guys see,
We'll just cheer on from the background.
Yeah,
Well,
that's unfortunate because
I
that
just
looks
think
like
it's a
Dr.
fun-
B.O., and that's not good.
it does.
The dark version of yourself. Dark timeline version.
Oh my god. Oh, through the looking
worst.
glass.
Started a field thieves killed in the orphanage.
I did not. Magic tricks.
I was trying
Maybe a
to
little
teach him how to fight with a sword. Nobody-
Magic tricks.
Everybody said no.
David Copperfield. Magic.
It's magic.
Let's go with Thatch.
Yep, you guys are at that. You see Penelope sitting on her cart. She looks at you. Back for more. I don't have any more healing potions. What you looking for today?
My potion of wonder didn't do anything, and I don't have any money left, so I could use either a refund or a replacement.
What do you mean it didn't do anything?
I drank it, didn't do anything.
Well, I mean, you don't know what it's going to do. It does something.
Well, I think we could agree to disagree, and you should give me another one of those because it was pretty expensive from what I remember.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. I'm very persuasive. I got a 17.
Wow.
Wow.
What did you roll?
I rolled an 18 with a -1.
Wow.
She'll sit there and look at you for a moment. Or I'll tell you what, I'll give you another one if you drink it now.
Oh, that sounds like a deal.
So she hands you a potion of wonder.
He just really wants to know what the potions do.
That seems fair.
And this, kids, is how you break your game.
Oh.
I want to be super strong, and maybe...
Would you?
I would happily cut. Oh my god. There we go.
You want a fan or you want to pull from the top?
I'm going to pull from the middle. Not a sponsor.
Deck of Wonder, not a sponsor, but it is awesome.
Chipmunks become hostile towards you for the next 3 days. See, I told you it didn't do anything.
What's happening?
Where are these chipmunks? Get out of here. Baeridin, do something about it.
Baeridin, you hear these chipmunks going, "It is our sworn enemy! Get him! Avenge the others! Get him!"
What have I done?
Gragnold, what did you do to those chipmunks?
I didn't do anything. I just drank the potion.
Okay, which one of the chipmunks looks like the leader?
There's one with a big A on its chest.
Of course, it's the one with the A. Yeah. I pick up a pebble and I try and just zing the one with the A on its chest.
Go ahead and make an attack roll while I look up the our AC of a rat.
I don't think it's going to matter.
Okay.
I hit an Elder Dragger with this roll.
Okay.
I got a 22.
Yeah, you hit it and you kill it.
No! Oh, no!
And yeah, as you do that, you see the other two chipmunks that were there, like, "Woo!" And they kind of scatter for a moment.
That was weird. Anyway, that one didn't work either.
I was like, that's the one. The chipmunks there. That's kind of the thing that this does.
I'm not sure I understand. I'll take another one, I guess. Third time's the charm.
Hold on a moment.
Oh.
What's your AC?
My AC is 16.
Okay, this actually hits you. An acorn pelts you in the side of the head.
They've developed artillery. They're evolving.
Seriously, I almost lost my drink. Oh.
And Pelica is just kind of chuckling. She's like, "Are you sure you want to take another one?"
Well, I think it's the only way.
Gragnold, you might wind up at war with the bigger creatures.
Do I have any sense of what's of the disaster that is about to happen?
Give me an Arcana check.
I want to drink these until I get stronger.
Okay, I have a 16.
The fact that Bun Bun showed up right after he drank the potion, and now these small creatures are attacking Brett, you think somehow that this potion has something to do with charming small creatures or bewitching small creatures?
Garbage. I can do that already.
So I asked the seller, does this have anything to do with charming and or bewitching small creatures? Because the first time he drank that, Bun Bun showed up. The second time, the chipmunks got savage.
This potion does some interesting things. That's all I can say.
So it's a random effect?
Neither one of those are that interesting. Rabbits and chipmunks.
Is it a random effect, or
It doesn't matter. There's like
whatever is wonderful.
Acorns
It's
that
like
are flying.
yeah, there's different.
Like,
See how? Oh no, that one missed.
Make
And
me
that
come
one
over
missed.
there. I'll do it. Look at him. I'll hold up the dead one.
You know what? Do I have a sense of where the chipmunks are?
There's a tree not too far off. Like, you guys are down an alley, but there's still some trees and things. It's still a little
Do
bit
I have
of a
a
country city.
sense of approximately where they are in the tree?
Make a perception check.
That's a nat 20.
Yeah, you know exactly where they are in the tree.
Okay, elemental attunement, 1 cubic foot of water right above them.
All right, these two chipmunks wash out of the tree, kind of look around, and then skipper back up.
and this is how the war with the chipmunks began.
Yep. The wettening.
The wettening.
I mean, I do have the what is it? The
Chipmunk swarm.
There is the Animal Lord of Rats. I can just modify him to be the Animal Lord of Chipmunks.
Listen, 2 years from now, when we're fighting the King of Chipmunks in an epic battle,
And Baeridin's in art school.
all of you people who are watching it now knew where it started.
Gragnold still has no idea.
Gragnold still is not sure why they all
Oh
hate
my god. And she just kind of strokes. She's like, it's random. I've been brewing them for years. A few people have bought them. I've never gotten to see someone drink them, though. That was great. Do you want to take another?
Somebody drink a second one if we're not careful.
He can drink a second if he'd like.
Or,
No!
and one of these gotta help me out.
She holds out another potion of wonder.
Oh.
Makes chipmunks hate me. All right.
Oh my god. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Another shuffle.
I think so, and I cut.
Another shuffle and another cut.
Welcome, boys and girls, to the wetting.
Again, this is how you break your game. I had a plan for tonight. This was not it. This is great.
This is the plan.
There we go.
I need the Benny Hill music on Sirenscape.
Oh, with Yakety Sax.
Yeah.
That was.
You will get dinged for that one.
Yeah, you
Don't
will.
ask me how I know. Fifth one.
Yeah, rolled a d6.
Oh.
Sixth card was a set of instructions.
You can now speak with animals.
For how long?
What's with all the animal things? Chipmunks.
Oh my
I have done nothing to you.
You hear these chipmunks just screaming out, "Death to our enemy! You shall die!"
Alvin, look upon my words.
Make it
You'll be receiving the same fate.
Make a strength-based intimidation check. Make a strength-based intimidation check. So rather than charisma, use your strength modifier. Chipmunks attack.
Well, that was a close one. I got a 10.
10. They are chipmunks. They're not terribly insightful.
Oh, Levi.
they're chipmunks.
Oh, Levi.
Oh, I hope so.
Well,
Levi, yeah, you've given me ideas.
Stupid acorns.
God.
They seem to back off for a moment, but you could still, like, just at the edge of your hearing, you could still hear them be like, "We gotta get him. We're gonna kill him in his sleep." You get acorns.
These chipmunks are dark.
Did you guys hear that?
Nah,
No.
all chipmunks are that. They're all like that. That's just a chipmunk.
I heard you squeaking and holding up the one-eyed thing with the Why?
Like 2000.
All right. Well, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Down for Gragnold, like chopping down trees.
Today is your reckoning. Judgment Day.
Oh my god. I'm still losing my voice from laughing now.
All right, who in the chat thought it was going this direction tonight?
You.
All right, make an attack roll for the chipmunks.
You don't get. I'm gonna be raging too.
Okay. Are you doing reckless?
Sure. That's a 27.
That hits. I'm not going to have you roll damage. You decimate chipmunk number 1. You have 2 attacks. They're close enough to each other that you can get the other one.
28.
Yeah. Sorry guys, I'm losing my voice with this. So without too much issue, just whoo, whoo, these other 2 chipmunks are dead, and you see Pel's just kind of sitting there like, holy shit, man.
I have a left-handed attack too.
There were only the 2, they're dead.
Wow.
Those are just the two.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut some trees down or something.
Okay.
A show of force.
All right.
That is
To further intimidate
yeah. Back off, chipmunks. That's a 23.
23 hits the tree. How much are you trying to cut the tree down, or just cut off branches?
I'll cut off a branch with the metaphor of that's their home, and there's nowhere that they're safe.
All right.
It got dark.
Yeah.
They wanted to go
So-
to war.
You slice through one of the branches, and it is the branch that held the chipmunk's little home in it. And as you land on top of their nest, and just all of these acorns and different nuts squirt out across the cobble below your feet, or the dirt below your feet. There's not cobble in this area.
I pick up an acorn and I eat it.
All right.
Quinvika has a very valid question here. How far removed are squirrels from chipmunks? This does sound like a superhero origin story.
This is the story of Squirrel Girl, literally
Yeah.
the most powerful superhero in all of the Marvel Universe.
Yeah. Like, didn't she single-handedly take down Thanos?
She took down Thanos by the transitive property,
Yeah.
which is that she defeated the bad guys. She defeated all the people who could defeat Thanos.
All right.
We are going to eat these chipmunks for dinner.
All right.
Rubbing meat pies. Sorry. Save them for later.
Okay.
Bring them back and offer them
we'll
to-
offer them. Field dress them and bring them back.
All right, so you quickly field dress the chipmunks. Go ahead and just make a nature or survival check.
19.
19. Easy enough.
Do you
You're
want to talk with Bun Bun or Hobbs while you can speak with animals?
Oh, God.
yeah.
I would, yeah. I mean, I don't know if I realized that I can speak with all animals, just chipmunks.
Yeah, you hear Hobbs Hobbs is on Baeridin's back, like trying to get at the little sack that he keeps treats in. Like, treat. I want a treat. I want a treat.
A bird makes.
I want a treat. Want a treat. And then Bun Bun's just sitting there going, I'm confused.
Bun Bun's questioning his existence.
Well, Bun Bun was a lot more jiggly before the last session.
Yeah.
I like the idea that like Bun Bun doesn't know how to be a rabbit.
Yeah, it's just kind of like sitting there like, I don't know what's going on. Please help me.
Carrots so badly.
Why?
What?
Why do I suddenly want carrots? What's going on?
Why can I hear everything?
I don't feel so jelly. That's weird.
Yeah. I mean, I would imagine that Bun Bun might also be terrified by field dressing an animal. That's similar.
Yeah, Bun Bun's eyes get kind of big.
How can you tell?
Yeah, it just Bun Bun kind of just go,
Bun Bun, just don't start a war.
okay,
You go to war. This is what you get.
Don't start a war. You finish a war.
finish the war. Who's the war with?
Well, apparently with the chipmunks.
Okay.
But it's over now.
Oh, okay.
I really want the chipmunk war to be like an ongoing. I want it to like loop back around at the very end. Like we beat the big bad guy, and then it turns out that the chipmunks were planning this all along, and the chipmunks have overcome us and bury us in rubble.
Oh, so
and
the
whole campaign ends.
Oh
with
my
us
God.
Dead and the chipmunks having won.
We go cabin in the woods, but with chipmunks?
Or no, just like you guys maybe like down the road open a business or something, but it is constantly plagued by chipmunks, destroying the ceilings, getting into the bedding.
Sit down, discuss.
Godfather style.
Yeah. Chipmunks. All right, so are you guys making your way? It's getting later in the day now, so it's
I think.
I think we're tuckered out.
We
Yeah.
still needed to swing by and see Daisy just to get a report on what the
my
heck was
God.
happening before we go back for.
That's true.
I'm going to write a Yelp review.
all right. How are you guys getting to?
It's just you yelling in the middle of town square, isn't it?
Go buy his stupid potion.
All right. How are you guys getting to Daisy's place?
That's a good question.
I think Baeridin's just going to walk down the street and look like he has a lot of money.
Because he does.
No, I took the coin first.
I actually do have a lot of money.
Yeah.
Baeridin's gonna like take a bunch of money out, and he's just gonna like hold it in front of him, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, what do I do with all this money?"
As you're doing that, someone comes up to you and puts a hand on your shoulder, like, "Friend, don't be stupid." And they look over at you, Immeral, and they're like, watch out for him.
Well, I'm going to keep an eye out. As he's doing this, I'm going to watch for any thieves.
I assume that was the person who stopped.
Yeah.
Were they a thief?
Yeah, it was somebody that you actually had seen down in the sewers.
Okay, well then I say, this was a bit of a show to try and get your attention. We need to talk to the king.
King will send for you when they're ready.
Oh.
Or find you.
The king?
Yes.
Yeah, you remember.
Daisy is the king of thieves.
Daisy, okay, sorry. The whole thing with the chipmunks kind of threw me off.
Oh.
I'm not sure.
Now you can stop doing that now.
Well, tell the king that we need to know what the heck was going on.
With the chipmunks.
No, the other thing. Gragnold, we're moved on past the chipmunks.
There's a war going on there.
Gragnold, give me a perception check.
I don't know what that link is.
Like in the trees.
3 days. I mean, 3 days that he is the sworn enemy of chipmunks.
I got a 6.
6? Okay. It seems like everything's good right now. This guy's like, go about your business. We know how to find you. And in Thieves' Cant, Immeral, he just says to you, you guys are protected, but don't be idiotic. I mean, if you're being idiotic, people who aren't under our order will take advantage.
Well, and I indicate in Thieves' Cant that we were just trying to get your attention.
And he'll just kind of nod and then kind of blend back into the crowd.
Yeah, good plan. Okay, what is this link that I'm trying to get to in the chat?
Oh, you think it's cdn.drawception.com? I can read now.
Oh, that's right. We can click on that. That's wonderful.
Hand over the dough.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yep, that's canon now.
Incredible.
Please tell me it talks like Edward G. Robinson. No, saying.
Oh yeah.
Think
And over
Now,
the
see, we gotta go, see.
which is such an overdone caricature. He really didn't talk that much like that. But that was Mel Blanc doing Edward G. Robinson.
Yeah. So it becomes
becomes the thing, right?
Well, kind of like Maurice LaMarche doing Orson Welles. Now everybody just thinks of, Pinky, the brain when they think of Orson Welles.
Right.
Or Maurice LaMarche doing Orson Welles in the early 19 mega hit The Critic, because nobody...
Yeah!
The Critic was such a good show!
Yeah, 2 seasons of it.
It's
Yeah.
great!
Yes, it was on in the 90s. Yes, where they resurrected El Kabong.
They resurrect El Kabong.
Well, they brought him in for the
Critic?
show. I named one of my paintball guns El Kabong. So I could shout Kabong every time I hit something.
That's pretty good.
I wish I was joking.
It's
Right.
insult to injury.
So to get back onto the story here, a little bit, maybe?
Actually, do some D&D
Yeah,
stuff.
all right.
Yeah. You guys head back over to Crispy's
for dinner.
for dinner. Yep. It's another just wonderful family dinner. Kids being loud, really good food, good conversation. And Cole's definitely gotten a lot more relaxed around you, Baeridin and Gragnold. You're seeing a lot more of his personality coming out. Very loving father. He seems to be very attached to his in-laws as well. And he's talking to you guys so you're really gonna come tomorrow to the reunion?
Of course.
Good.
I would like to meet the rest of the Moonfang clan.
Well, we're not really. I mean, it kind of gives a sheepish look towards Gragnold, but ghost of the clan at least. But it'll do good for everyone to hear what happened and know the story.
We'll be there. I'll make sure Gragnold's there.
I might show up. If I'm not doing something else.
All right.
Like killing oozes or something.
Or killing chipmunks.
You never know, there's a war going on.
Oh my god, Chimpocalypse now!
Eventually you guys make your way back to the Howling Wolf Inn for the night. As you come into your rooms, Gragnold, you come into the room that you've been sharing with Baeridin, and the bed is just destroyed. And you just as you're walking in, you see a small little tail leaping out through the cracked open window.
Oh my god.
This war is gonna be just the worst for Gragnold.
You end the war.
Yell that out.
Wait, do we all see the tail popping out in the last second?
Yeah, I think so. I think you guys all...
I try and sing at whatever I can throw at it.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay, it's only a 14.
And it doesn't hit. 3/4 cover.
Does it break the window?
No, it does zing outside, so it's just like, as the tail's disappearing, it zings right where the tail was. It does not quite hit.
Open windows.
Oh my god.
Because it's totally right. We can totally segue into Mouse Guard.
We could segue into Mouse Guard.
We do the whole war from our perspective, and then we do another campaign where we're the
chipmunks.
Do you remember the wetting?
He's taking everything from us.
He killed our leaders in cold blood, destroyed our home.
I'll do the whole thing in that one.
I just got a question. Thus far, logistically, technically, I caused the first casualty.
I think
Yeah,
that's true.
you did, yeah.
Well, they attacked first.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering why they're still hostile to you.
I think they may be hostile to you too now.
Yeah.
You're part of it. You've become part of it.
And as they were going out, Greg, because you can... Wait, how long did the understanding animals... Is it permanent or...
7 hours.
7 hours.
7 hours. Oh, yeah, you're still within that. You hear them like, we shall get him! Avenge!
I will punish him! Okay, outside of the window, once again, elemental attunement, 1 cubic foot water to drench down the side.
All right. You just hear this...
Just guessing at it.
The wetting part 2.
This is the wetting!
How do they do it? Why?
There's like a whole chorus of voices all going like, no, the wetting!
All right. Eventually you guys all make your way to rest. Devolved into a new spin-off series. Yes, it seems to.
It's a backdoor pilot.
Yeah. All right. The next morning dawns. Bright, clear day. As you guys head down, you see Aggie down there in her usual garb. She's a little bit more kind of nervous energy as she's going about doing things in the tap room, getting things ready. Talking to one of her assistants and going over some things and nodding and directing some traffic around. And she sees you guys. She waves. Hi! So, got a couple have arrived already. We're going to be probably kicking off close to sundown with the official, welcoming party. Are you guys wanting to...
Great! Just to let you know, Aggie, and I can't believe I'm about to say this to you, it appears that the bed was destroyed by chipmunks.
How'd chipmunks get into the room?
Well, they as we entered the room, they were scurrying out the window.
Oh, Dave, we've got an infestation problem. I see one of the guys go, oh, all right.
Well, are there any sort of chipmunk traps we could lay?
Barbed wire or
poisoned peanut butter?
Landmines.
Well, of course you mine the land. How do you mine the sea?
We'll find something, I suppose. How ruined was, like, salvageable or ruined?
I still slept in it.
That doesn't say much.
It was mostly torn up in a pattern that spelled death to Gragnold.
I can't speak anymore.
Well, interesting. Okay. Well, we'll get the bedding changed out and do something about getting some,
Oh my god! They're running with this!
I just want to say everything that they say in the Chipmunk.
I was there that day. The horrors. So much water.
All right. Well, hopefully the chipmunks don't wreck our festivities tonight. You want to come see?
It's entirely
I
possible
would
they'll have an
love to come
assassination
see.
attempt.
She leads you guys out back, and so towards the back of the inn, there's actually
There's gonna be one chipmunk like dressed in like normal clothes, trying to blend in with the crowd.
No, it's a bunch of chipmunks. Like, oh, wait a second.
In a trench coat.
In a trench coat.
What do you want, sir?
I can reskin a monster. I know the perfect monster to reskin for this.
Are there 3 chipmunks on each other's shoulders in a trench coat?
If they end up talking to Baeridin, he wouldn't know the difference. He would just.
Yeah, that's true. Where is it? Where's the thing I want to?
Not a lager then.
But as you guys are walking to the back, you see there's a small like grotto of trees, and towards the center there's a small not so small, a good sized bonfire set up. It's not lit yet, but the wood's being laid. There's a couple of tasks being brought out and set down.
So I haven't told Gragnold this. But Baeridin wants to perform the ritual that is performed after people come back from their year away.
Oh.
Ooh.
With all the people who are coming to visit.
Okay.
But Baeridin doesn't know the whole ritual, but Gragnold does. So Baeridin wants to he knows what's involved, like what kinds of things you would need for it. But he doesn't know like all the stuff that's said and stuff like that, like actual performing the ritual part. So he's kind of keeping an eye as he's looking at what they have to set up to suggest any additional things that might be necessary for the ritual.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Ooh, I should not have rolled my small. That's still an 11.
It's not too bad. And actually, if you guys could tell me a little bit, what do you think the ritual would involve?
I don't know. So I do imagine there'd be a bonfire. There's a big feast. There would be a lot of brewed beers as a part of thing. Normally there's the sword, and the sword probably acts as a part of the ritual that the chief has. And then
I imagine there's an anointment process.
Well, I guess each person is it like Lion King, like where they put the they smear something across your forehead and sort of like anoint you into the clan.
Yeah.
Or maybe what if it was being cut with the blade?
Yes.
Like everybody got a slash.
Scar.
Yeah, scar.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. And since we don't have the blade, Baeridin's probably imagining that we would use Dawn for it instead.
Okay. So, with that 11 looking around, you see most of the things that you associated with that welcoming back feast. Of course, the only thing lacking would be a chief and the blade.
So Baeridin just says, it looks really good. And maybe even directs can we put this over here? I think that would be even better. Like kind of setting it all up like he remembers from the old rituals.
Yeah, sure. And Aggie's very happy to be accommodating and help out with that. What would Gragnold be doing at this point?
Shutting down emotionally.
Okay.
What does that physically look like?
On his
So affective flattening.
Yeah. All right. Was there anything specific you guys wanted to do that day, or is it okay for us to cut to that evening, the celebration?
So I think specifically Baeridin will have to find a time to talk to Gragnold about doing the ritual.
Okay. And actually, that would probably be easy enough. Like, after Aggie helps set things up, you guys are kind of she's like, I gotta go make sure everything's okay at the inn, make sure people know where to go. And she would also show you guys where some bedrolls and things have been set out because everybody's got to basically just, the idea is to drink until you pass out under the stars, enjoying the night together.
So while out and out on the town or whatever, and defending ourselves from occasional chipmunk attacks.
Yeah, most definitely. Which, speaking of that,
I am standing watch.
and
imagine to everybody else in the town, we just look like really crazy.
Yeah,
like we're just totally.
I've got my pebbles at the ready. Just.
And Gragnold, while you're out there looking at things, you do get pelted with an acorn.
Do I see where it came from?
Make a perception check.
That's 22.
Yeah, you see where it came from.
Okay, once again, don't want to kill it. Elemental attunement, water. Boom!
Lightning part.
You see this chipmunk just getting waterlogged, and I'm going to have it make a dexterity saving throw. Nope, it fails that, and it is washed down to the bottom of the tree, and it just looks around, and it's like...
No, I'm staring at it.
Baeridin, you hear this. What the hell? It's death from above! Kill it! Kill it!
I want to...
Watch out!
This is not the day for Gragnold to be patient.
Mm-hmm.
So Gragnold's still flat affect. No visible signs of anger or anything is going to go over to it. Just.
All right, they have a very low armor class, and at this point, I'm not even going to have you roll. Yeah, you easily just kill a thing.
Oh my God.
And go ahead and make another strength-based intimidation check with advantage.
Oh, that's a 23.
You guys see all this rustling in the trees as suddenly, all of these chipmunks seem to be going off, and Baeridin, you hear a bunch of them going, "We plan to fight another day!"
I just, clean my sword off. On the side.
Hey, Gragnold.
This is a legitimate request. Roll for random chipmunk attack.
Gragnold, I wanted to talk to you about something before tonight. I want to do the ritual, the coming home ritual that we used to do for the Moonfang clan.
Why?
Because
nobody's coming home. Everyone died.
Well, they sort of all are.
No, they didn't come home.
They are coming home.
They left. They didn't come back. Everyone who went away died.
They're all that's left.
They are what's left. We're what's left. We're the ones that are left.
No,
you and me and
these are part of the Moonfang clan. They were as much part of the Moonfang clan as anybody was. The fact that they weren't there really only saved them from the slaughter that ended up happening. They're our clan, Gragnold.
They were our clan. Then they left.
They need you to lead the ceremony. I don't know how to do it. You could use Dawn as the sword.
Start a new clan.
We already did.
All right.
Do you remember the ceremony?
I do. I do. It'll help to get blisteringly drunk first.
That's part of the ceremony. Yep. That sounds good. Just because we have a new clan, Gragnold, doesn't mean that the old clan is any less important. We'll still find out who did this.
And we'll get revenge.
Not just revenge. Justice.
I'm imagining a acorn ruins this sweet moment.
No, you intimidated them enough that they are actually going to plot something.
Baeridin's actually going to put his hand on Gragnold. He's much shorter than Gragnold.
Do I hear any of
Put
this?
his hands on Gragnold's arm and he goes, "Oh, we've got some time before the ceremony. Do you want to trounce around town riding on top of me as a bear while we kill chipmunks?"
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Baeridin's going to turn into a bear. And then we're going to run around town chasing after chipmunks.
Oh my god, there is pandemonium.
Invite Immeral to also ride on top of Baeridin as we run around town.
I actually stand on top of Baeridin, throwing rocks and occasionally wetting.
You guys are very into the city guard comes out at some point and is like, yes, somebody does need to draw this. How do I change my password?
I have my non-down sword. My scimitar has like a skewered. Bunch of chipmunks.
Yeah, the guards come out and are freaking out about you guys for a minute until it's.
Actually, no. I actually talked to the guards. I'm like, this is performance art. This is performance art sanctioned by the Department of Pests.
Actually, and Nick is the one that comes out, the half-orc that you guys fought, and he's just like, what are you guys doing?
Nick, you're going to want to let this one go.
Okay, but I need to tell my supervisors why I'm going to let it go.
Okay, Nick, I swear to you I'm not drunk when I tell you what I'm about to tell you. The chipmunks have declared war.
A long story.
It involved a really sketchy potion, which I did not drink.
Right.
And it involved the chipmunks. They just attacked. And I was told by these two that they declared war. And so we are doing...
Once again, I imagine this whole conversation is happening, and literally, Baeridin and Gragnold are leaping across the courtyard, chasing after trees and stabbing.
He looks. He's like, this little shit's been getting into our armory and chewing up some of the padding. Go kill all the ones behind the guardhouse.
Done.
Did you just look at the picture?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's perfect.
Freaking chipmunk with the AR.
So you guys spend the rest of the day riding around. Baeridin at one point does have to rest to get his beast forms back, so he can stay a bear. But yeah, you guys hunt and get rid of pretty much every chipmunk you can find. You do hear many, curse you! We will get you one day! You're the sworn enemy!
Every time I hear that, I try and locate it and either fling a rock at him or boom.
Well, all you hear is just the basic Baeridin's the one that hears the words.
Listen, at this point, I'm attacking any chattering, okay? Just the wetting, boom.
Yeah, alright. Lots of wet and this does seem to be moving. This is the wrong music for this.
Sax is absolutely the right music for this.
Oh my.
No, I'm gonna go for the intro music, because I think that's... yeah. But, you guys spend it feels good to have this day of wetting against all these chipmunks. It's lets out a lot of pent-up frustration and difficulties. It is. It's very much so a bonding experience.
I'm going to request that if any of our viewers draw this, that it's in Bill Watterson, Calvin and Hobbes style.
Oh God, yes.
I would love to see a grumpy Immeral with these two, Calvin and Hobbes style, slaughtering chipmunks.
I would also. That would be pretty amazing.
Gragnold has a new name now. You do realize this.
What's that?
Chipmunk Bane.
Yeah.
Chipmunk Bane.
The Chipmunk Bane.
Chipmunk Bane.
The Monk Slayer.
It's not what you think.
I know, it's a joke.
Anywho, all right.
Oh, God.
So you guys eventually do make your way back to the Howling Wolf Inn, going back to the area where the fire pit is. At this point, the campfire has been lit, and everybody's there and seeming to be pretty happy right now. Setting, because I couldn't figure out how to do Sirenscape's custom mod to make the camp thing. I'm having to jump between a bunch of different things to get it.
While you're
all
doing that,
going.
can we revel in the fact that we just committed rodent genocide?
Yes, you did.
And my nemesis, Larry Dixon, has renamed it the Moist Purge.
All right.
It's iffy.
Card, please.
Because as the enactors of the Moist Purge, if that's our reaction, imagine the rodent reaction
Oh God.
the day of moisture.
The day of moisture. All right.
I'd like to thank my nemesis, Larry Dixon, for this.
So as you guys are making your way back, it's not a very big gathering. You see 7 dwarves standing around a campfire.
7 dwarves.
There are. I realized I did that. Yep. That happened. Well, but now there's 8 because Gragnold's there. 9 technically with Baeridin. And an elf.
I'm not a dwarf yet?
You did grow a beard once.
You did grow a beard once, yes.
Yeah.
But so you guys see Aggie there, and you see Cole. There's one strumming a lute, singing, and everyone's just kind of happily talking around. You do see one female dwarf who stands out to you. She's actually in plate armor. Most everybody else is dressed in fairly similar clothing to what they might have worn back up in Moonfang Clan. Cole and Aggie are sort of in their city attire still, but definitely have put on more of the rugged, like, Moonfang Clan look.
So everybody's shirtless?
All the guys are, yep, and the ladies are wearing kind of more of the rugged skins and things. Except for that, like I said, this one female is wearing plate armor.
Do we recognize her?
Go ahead and make some history checks.
Did I overhear their conversation earlier?
I would say so, yeah.
I, at one point, whenever there's an opportunity to ask, I actually ask Gragnold and or Baeridin, how come I'm considered part of the clan when I didn't go through this ritual?
Don't ask me that. One thing you'll have to know is I'm very selective about following rules.
Was it a field promotion?
Yeah.
So it was...
Immeral, listen, you're a member of the clan.
I think I need to go through this ritual.
Oh, I don't know if we can have a year where you go off into the woods.
Whatever everybody here is going to do tonight, I have to do it too.
All right. Well, I think you should be first.
What do I have to do?
Well, first of all, you have to drink.
A lot.
Quite a bit. As if you were a dwarf. Imagine you hadn't had a drink for a year, and then you come back, and then we all drink collectively from the vat.
Done.
Great.
Imagine I can't tolerate alcohol. Done.
I think I remembered that. from
I
last time.
don't.
We don't fight with each other, though.
Okay.
This is, that's not the event. We do eat, oftentimes, food that's been cooked.
Okay, cooked food.
Which,
Done.
is cooked well. Most
Okay.
of the time when you're gone for a year, you don't cook very well.
All right.
And then we cut you with a sword. Across the arm.
The tradition actually is that We cooked the food that you brought back from your year away. You're supposed to bring back an offering.
You can use this.
I was about to go find a chipmunk.
I kept all the chipmunks that you killed.
I take the one with the A.
And they're actually bringing the chipmunks up. They're actually very happy to put them on a spit over the fire. And what were the history checks that you guys got? Sorry.
21.
16.
So you guys do recognize all the other 5 people who are here that you hadn't seen before. It takes a minute to recognize Taryn, sorry, Trine, Trene. She's the one in the plate armor, just because she looks kind of out of place. You remember her as being very skilled with fighting, but always seemingly like a step out of sync with the rest of the clan. She did things well, but like it was one of those, she tried really hard, but bless her heart, never quite fully fit in. The other woman there is Andrea. She's got a nice full beard. She's kind of a built, brick house built. Just looks very sturdy and solid. And that's about how you remember her too. It was very surprising to everybody that she didn't make it back from her year. The one playing on the lute that has gone a bit quiet is Mantine. He's probably looks the most like someone right from the clan, like somebody who just stepped out from the clan. Then there's Unrik. He also was a surprise to have not made it back from his year. He had been very skilled with tracking and hunting. And then there's Brekka, who's got sort of that combination of Moonfang clan attire and a little bit more common folk attire. You don't remember much about him. And then Cole and Aggie are there as well.
Baeridin mostly is like going around and chatting with everybody. And
Mm-hmm.
How many of those names do I actually remember?
You guys roll, because we got a 21 and you were a
16.
16. Hey, the DC for you would have been lower because you were older and you had been in the clan longer, so yeah, you would know all the names.
Okay. These are everybody that I thought was dead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
You thought all these people were dead.
yeah, it's a weird like reunion to a bunch of
Yeah.
people that you thought were dead.
And as you guys are coming up, Aggie kind of walks forward and is like, guys, come on, everyone. And you see there's definitely a lot of like people being taken aback. Tarina, she kind of looks a little sheepish. You see Mantine, he's coming up right to you, and he was one that got along pretty well with you, Gragnold. He'd be the one where like you would sit down at dinner together, not speak a word, and it was great.
Best friend you never had.
Hold on, I haven't had any ale yet.
And let's remedy that. And cups are suddenly thrust into your hands. One thing you guys do notice on Tarina, her plate armor, on the chest of it is an anvil with a fire coming off of it.
On who?
Do I recognize the symbol as a
Tarina.
symbol of Moradin?
Make a religion check.
I don't think I'm very good at religion.
So, blacksmith, and then...
Oof. 9.
Would I recognize it?
No. Emerald, growing up in the city and the fact that Morden's one of the 4 main temples here, yeah, you recognize it immediately.
So I ask, this is Tarine.
Yes.
You're a priest. You're part of the Temple of Moradin?
Training to be a cleric. Out doing my training.
Huh.
I was allowed to come back for this.
So this is a pretty big deal.
Seeing you, these two, yeah. Thought
Baeridin's going around. He's giving everybody hugs.
She gives Baeridin a big hug when she sees.
What's your name?
Tareen.
Like the food?
No, like Treen.
Treen.
Oh, Treen.
Treen.
Tureen.
Okay. Yeah, like the French food.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
That's
Immeral.
tandoori over there.
I'm in the clan now too.
We're accepting elves. That's excellent. Welcome. Come on, get some drink, get some food. And there's definitely some nervousness for the first moment, and then after a little while everyone starts kind of celebrating, and like there's latrine. I can name them. As
changed it in the Crusades.
Oh, what did it used to be?
Shit house.
As the ale starts flowing, people start relaxing a little bit more and start trading stories. As you guys are walking around, you learn Tareen's probably the one that's the most uncomfortable. She still, bless her heart, is like a half step out of sync with everybody else, but very excited to be there. Baeridin, you actually find she ends up kind of gravitating towards you a lot. Because, like, you seem to be the one she gets along with the easiest and can kind of have a conversation with.
Being a half step out of sync with the rest of the clan is like Baeridin's MO as well. So
yeah,
yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Baeridin gets a little, because Baeridin didn't tell Aggie or Cole that we were going to be doing the ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
So he gets a little ways in and like waits for everybody to have some drinks and to be chatting and stuff like that. He's keeping a close eye on Gragnold and making sure he has a good number of drinks
All right.
before he'll stand up and he'll go, everybody quiet down a sec. So Gragnold and I have a lot of solemn news. We have a solemn story to tell about the outcomes of the Moonfang clan.
And there's a little bit of murmuring among the people.
What's the best order to do this? Everyone knows the Moonfang clan. Do they all know about the outcomes for the Moonfang clan? That the Moonfang clan was eliminated? Or did they not?
Aggie would have let it be known that was your story to tell, and she wasn't. She wanted you guys to be the ones to tell the story of what happened.
Is it better to tell the story first and then do the ritual?
I think Gragnold would want to tell everybody that they were never going to die on the mountainside. That we always had a plan, and that that's like the big thing that Gragnold has been holding on to this whole time is that Gragnold's job was to go out and secretly help everybody. And nobody was ever going to die. That's not how the process works. And everybody's like thinks that they died. And that's like, there's this weird feeling of Gragnold like wanting to protect them from the truth, but also wanting them to know the truth that like they were never going to be left alone on the mountainside. Like it's a secret ritual that people in Gragnold's position go around. They like leave a little food out, or they like, point them towards water or whatever the case may be. And so there's like this Gragnold's so pent up about how he's going to tell everybody that they were never abandoned, while dealing with a lot of his own like fate and abandonment issues because everybody in his clan died.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what Gragnold's going to do about that, but just that's a window into Gragnold.
Maybe that's how this all goes. I like that. So
it's conflicted.
Gragnold basically, Baeridin says, before we can move on to other stuff, it's important you all know what happened. And maybe a little bit more about the ritual. About the year away. Stuff I didn't know until, well, afterwards. Does Baeridin know?
No, nobody. Like literally, that is like
what?
The burden that Gragnold carries all the time is the fact that which is where all this like struggle is with coming up, is that like Gragnold is ultimately like, as much as he's a beheading barbarian, he's also like someone who was in charge of protecting the pups and like raising them to think that they are strong and helping them be strong, but not to let them die.
So I think Baeridin will say like,
Sorry.
We need to tell you the story of what happened. Gragnold, will you help me tell the story? And I think maybe that's the point at which Gragnold, who's I imagine sitting with his back facing everybody at a bar.
Gragnold has beer all over.
Yeah.
Gragnold, will you help me tell the story?
Sure.
And then Baeridin's going to launch into it and tell the whole background story.
And for people who didn't get to watch our amazing world building episode with you too, can you just give a couple sentences summary of?
In character or out of character?
Whichever would be the.
So the story Baeridin tells is a little bit more in depth, but I'll do it a little bit in character. During my year away, the clan was attacked. It was attacked by Driders. We've fought Driders off before, but this attack was different. And they didn't just come for the clan. They didn't just come for the pups out on their year away. They came for me. They came for everyone. And the only reason Gragnold and I survived was because Gragnold was traveling away from the clan at the time.
What do you mean?
It saved my life. Gragnold, what were you doing away from the clan?
I was checking on the pups.
Do you always do that?
Yes, I do.
You would check on us.
If you were a ghost, and so are we.
And Cole kind of shakes his head. He's like, I was trapped under a log for 2 days. Nobody checked on me.
Yeah, we did.
And
What do you mean?
You can surprisingly last a long time under a log. I wasn't gonna let you suffer. I just wanted you to come back knowing you could do it.
Cole's kind of shaking his head. He's like, but I fell unconscious. I was in a fever when those foragers found me.
When you came to, did you notice a strange herbal smell?
I came to in a camp, far from where I had been left. I
showed up and gave you a salve while you were unconscious.
And you see this really conflicted and pained look in Cole's eyes. And you see Tara, the king. I was chased off by a bear and I got lost.
Yeah. There are bears in the woods.
I wandered the mountainside for weeks. I couldn't find my way back to camp.
You weren't supposed to find your way back to camp. You were on your year in the woods.
Well, nobody was out there for me.
They were, you just didn't know.
You kept an eye on everyone?
I did. That was what we did. Our clan supports each other, even when you don't know it.
Is that what you were doing when you came to save me?
I was. And they had all died. I couldn't save them. Every one of them was killed. And it wasn't an accident.
It was an attack.
It was Driders.
And you all deserve to know.
Was our chief killed? This is Aggie speaking.
Everyone. You're looking at the last of us.
What of the sword? Were you able to recover the wolf's fang?
No.
The wolf's fang disappeared, and we never found the chief's body either.
No body. You hear
I don't know what they did with it.
Unric kind of leaning back. He's like, Driders have been known to take prisoners. I keep wandering. I've been wandering.
I don't think anybody from the clan would have gone alive. They would have fought to the death.
Sure. Learned a bit about those that live in the Underdark since leaving. They have a poison that makes you sleep. Makes things even that are susceptible to not sleeping. Kind of looks over towards Immeral. Sleep. Getting prisoners, that's what they do. Drag them down into the Underdark and like to enslave them.
Does that mean they might still be alive?
Immeral stands up. So we have a purpose, and we have a new chief until the other chief is found.
And you see Aggie nodding. Gragnold, you're the one to lead us. If you'll have us.
You're not. What did you say you called yourself?
And you see Shireen kind of give a half smile. Start calling ourselves the Ghost Clan.
Let us join you. If you want me as your leader, then let us be the Ghost Clan.
And they all kind of hold up their tankards and give out a big howl to the moon, which I'm not going to do because my voice is cracking really bad. just that big. Thank you, Ten.
I imagine there's still, if they were going to do, it is a dwarven party.
Yes.
There is ale.
There's tons of ale. You guys have gone through at least 3, between the 10 of you, 3 kegs have been emptied. So
there's, if there's still a barrel of ale, I'm going to cut the top off of it.
Ooh.
With Dawn.
As you bring her out, you hear the voice going, "Well done, Gragnold."
Then it's a process of like a baptism.
Okay.
Dunks their head in the ale. There's a full like Little Mermaid on the way out.
Wait, does that mean we get up there and it's like,
yeah? That's the sort of baptismal process, and then there's a process of a slash on the arm, and I'm gonna invite everyone to engage in the ritual of entering the clan.
And everybody excitedly lines up. You see Tareen kind of is taking a moment to undo part of her armor so that she can expose her arm for you.
I'm imagining the Moonfang clan was 1 slash, and now I'm going to give it an X.
Okay.
So it's 2 slashes now, so I can give myself a slash as well to give myself a second entry, a rebirth into the Ghost Fang clan.
I think that works. Ghost Fang
Title
clan.
pending.
Yeah.
But first, Immeral goes first.
Drops the cloak, just the vest. You can see all the tattoos, which I'm not sure if you guys have ever seen.
You guys have bathed together.
I don't think we have.
No, you guys have bathed together.
I spent.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So everything, the chest, the dragon tattoos across the chest, shoulders, everything. Dunk, drink. All hail Chief Gragnold!
Yeah. Immeral, have you been trying to keep pace with...
Oh, yeah.
Because they have advantage against poisons.
What's that?
Dwarves have advantage against poisons.
How about that?
Yep. So go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage.
Oof.
Oh man, it can't get worse than that.
Technically.
Did it get worse?
I won!
Is it a
I
1?
got a grand total of 4.
Okay. You're still up. But oh boy.
That's why he had to go first.
Yeah.
And Zed! Yay! Ghost Fang! Woo! Monk! Ghost Fang!
And you feel like this. Are you using Dawn for this?
Yes, I am.
Alright, so as it cuts in, like, it cauterizes and scars almost immediately. And you kind of get the sense from her that they're not level 7 yet.
Wait, next level you can drink with the rest of us.
No, he's got 2 more because he's a level of rogue.
Oh, that's right. No.
You get the sense from Dawn that she's intentionally, like, healing and scarring the wounds almost as soon as you make them. And so you make your way through each member, and you can see, like, several of them have this look, specifically,
Before we even started it.
The sworn enemy of the Ghost Fang clan are the chipmunks.
They're my rival order amongst chipmunks. Chipmunks!
You see, specifically Aggie, Manton, and Unrik are... It's like you are giving them almost like the gift of life in a way when they're getting this scar. And you can see, like, their clothes were... Some of them had clothes that hid their upper arm, and they are immediately tearing sleeves and things to proudly show their scars now.
I guess Baeridin will stand up and say, the Moonfang clan died on the mountainside, fighting for their lives. The Moonfang clan no longer exists, but we can still avenge them.
Immeral snores loudly.
Yeah, and they all hold up the tankards. To Ghost Fang!
To Ghost Fang!
There's a very big howl. Okay. I'm gonna try to get through. And as the night progresses, one of the things that happens is people start sharing stories, talking about their lives. So you know about Aggie and Cole. What you learn from Tareen that one of the things that had been hard for her was always when she was part of Moonfang, she kept having visions of a fire on metal. And during her year when she was lost, she describes this process while she was being chased by the bear. She kept getting these flashes of this fire, and it kept leading her to different places. And she kind of gets this half smile. She's like, I realize now it is Morden. He was calling for me. He's okay with me worshipping the wolf god still, but that's why I think I've always felt a little bit out of place. But as long as you have me, I'm part of the clan too. I owe my allegiance to him, but also to you all.
I think, given the circumstances, the Ghost Fang clan is lucky to have you.
And she smiles and nods off. You learn that Andrea is essentially a teamster. She runs her own set of wagons. And
so she takes naps for extended periods of time in the middle of the day.
Yeah. She runs a group of wagons. She's the wagon master and ensuring that the wagons are getting where they need to go. She's very efficient at that. Maiten and Unrik, you learned that they're more wanderers. Maiten more sticking into the forests and the wilds, being more attuned with nature. Unric's become a bit of a hunter, going out and trapping different beasts for their furs and meats. And then Brekka is actually working to the south. He's kind of found his place working on the farms. Helping out the farms. As the night progresses, and they're telling the different stories, it eventually comes around to Maton as he's telling some of his stories of wandering. He's like, well, it's been strange out there. There's lots of things going on I don't quite understand. Have you all been seeing the things that these Pelorians been doing?
What do you know?
Yeah, we've been trying to figure some of that out.
Well, I know some of them will show up to a village, ask the village to swear to Pelor. If they don't, a couple days later they're attacked by undead. Usually the Pelorians will come in about halfway through the attack and save them, and at which point everybody's pretty darn happy to swear their allegiance to Pelor, but I've seen it happen way too many times. It's... something about them creeps me out. Which is weird. I would think that people who worship a god of light and the sun, they seem to be awfully well connected when things are happening. And then there's this. There's been these strange things happening in the woods. I swear I've been seeing mushrooms that walk. And then I found this. And he pulls out a handkerchief and he unwraps it and he holds out a dried up mushroom. And everybody's kind of looking at it. He's like, these have been causing havoc. And you guys instantly recognize this as that mushroom that was controlling the people that were attacking you in the jungle.
Ooh. Oh, how passed out am I?
What you're with a 4? I'd say several hours have passed at this point. And actually, Tareen probably took pity on you and came over and did a little bit of a healing spell on you to help get the poison, cure poison.
So I hear Pelor, Dick and Marty.
Yep.
Dick and Marty. Starchild. Oh.
Oh yeah, they've been on about that Starchild. It's like, seems like he's given the orders for things. I'm not liking what I'm hearing about their leader, Jakarn. He sounds like a right arse.
What does Dick and Marty have to do with the Pelorians?
They were taken by the Pelorians. They're the Starchild. They're the savior of the Pelorians.
Yeah, that was when they left.
Yeah, and so you would hear Dawn in your mind going, that Starchild that was mentioned in the journal, that seemed to have been your friend Dick's grandson?
More or less. But they're giving the orders for the entire Church of Pelor?
See, I don't know. I don't know how these things work. And he kind of looks over towards Terry. Terry, how do churches work? It depends on the church, really. Our order, we've got different higher level clerics and priests, paladins, who tend to run things. Some of the lower level priests, though. A lot of the churches have a holy seat. I know Pelor does. And the head of their church is their High Exalted. But he's got some sort of pet friend thing? This Starchild. I don't exactly understand what it all is.
It definitely connects in an uncomfortable way to everything else that's going on.
Have you seen things? No, it's Aggie asking you guys.
We've seen these, that's for sure.
Oh, those are bad mushrooms.
What do they do?
Oh, they control people.
Well, and Martin's looking at you. I haven't been able to figure out how to kill them yet. And
Wet blankets.
Fire.
Sleeping bag.
You see, Aggie like, I've got a thing, and she disappears for a moment, and she comes out with this oil, and she drips this oil on there, and Gragnold, you would recognize this as like a tea tree oil. It has a lot of, typically will kill fungus like on contact. What you see is when she drips it onto it, the oil blackens, and just rolls off the mushroom, and it doesn't seem to have any effect on it at all.
Oh my.
And
That doesn't seem to work.
Tareen kind of... I've got an idea, hold on. And she goes over to her pack and comes back with this flask, and she kind of says a small prayer. She opens it up, and she's like, let me try something. And you see, Aggie's just like, is that your water? And she's like, it's holy water. It's blessed. Hold on. And she dumps a little bit of the holy water onto the mushroom. And what you guys see is it starts to sizzle and boil away. It's like as soon anywhere this water touches, it burns. And she kind of steps back from it. She's like, whatever that is, that's not natural. That shouldn't...
Undead mushrooms?
Can I roll a knowledge of some sort to see if I would understand what's going on?
Yeah, go ahead. Do nature check.
22.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, in all of your understanding of plants and how things go, so, and as you did your year traveling after the clan died, you would have, naturally been curious about how things happen and what goes on. And so you would have learned that, there are definitely some entities out there that try to get tendrils into the world in different ways. And so if something is touched by a divine power of good, basically, like, the only thing that can corrupt it is more like necromantic magic. If something is brought in from the lower realms, so from the more evil planes, holy magic is about the only thing that can get rid of it. So sometimes that can be cleansing fire, definitely holy water, holy oil, but like natural remedies wouldn't work on something. So that you could surmise what you want from that. Oh, as soon as Dawn touches that mushroom, like, it sizzles, and you hear her, this shouldn't be here.
What is it?
It's evil. I don't know exactly, but this is not of this plane. Yeah, this is... Wherever you find these, you have to cleanse the area of these.
Is it devil or demon?
I've never known a devil to work with mushrooms. I've heard of demons that work with mushrooms and fungus and rot.
We need to go back to the college. We need our notes from Daria. Cha cha cha.
La
La la.
I guess I've never asked Dawn if she knows anything about Ublex or Titivus. Titivulus?
Titivulus. What is Dawn's intelligent modifier, if you have that?
Plus 20.
There's a 20. Now I will look it up.
What? I mean, it's not a plus.
I have a special purple D20 I would like to roll.
Oh, yeah, you can roll for her. So let's see. Intelligence of 12, so she gets a +1 to intelligence. Yeah, go ahead and roll for Dawn. Oh, no, not the special D. No! Not that one! No! Now you have to roll with disadvantage, my friend.
I'm calling shenanigans on that. Bad DM.
Not sponsored.
No, just roll it once, it's
That's
fine.
not a good roll.
Thank you,
Oh.
Bill, though.
What was...
With disadvantage, that's a 6.
what was the regular?
Without disadvantage is a 14.
14? Shoot. Oh, God, it's been 1,000 years. Hold on, I gotta figure out how much has changed for her in 1,000 years. She would know... Hold on.
I would think that a mushroom-themed demon would have a name like Sporicus.
Yay.
So she would go say, like, She knows a bit. She would recognize those names. Ublix is most definitely a demon lord of oozes, and there is a demon lord of spores, undead, of the gnolls, of
I'm gonna go with Sporicus.
Sporicus.
I'm Sporicus.
And Larry Dixon did the same thing.
No, Larry. No. I know there's a delay on what you hear from me, but I said it first.
Sporticus is going to be really hard to find because
Everybody's Sporticus.
Sporticus.
Get that right.
She was talking.
We've already
The
got
devils.
some.
Devils don't tend to operate in this way. Devils are more direct and conniving. They like to bargain for contracts. They deal in souls and gathering souls. Demons just try to corrupt. This seems demonic.
Sounds about right.
Now we have Sporicus appearing.
I'm Sporticus!
I'm a Sporticus!
Oh my god.
Well, and they all there's kind of different nods, and Baeridin and Ulrika talk to Tyrion, like, be good to get some of that holy water and to bring that with us on our travels in case we see more of these. And she's like, she nods and she's like, I'll see what I can do before I have to head back out, but I'll try to make sure that you guys have as much as I can give.
That'd be pretty handy.
And more connection and just different chatter happens through the night. As you go to sleep that night, Baeridin. Oh wait, that's not the music I want. Sorry, I want this one. And not at 100%.
Oh.
Sorry, it's
that
a little
sounds
loud.
more ethereal.
Yeah. Baeridin, you have, as you sleep, it's a very comfortable sleep. And you have a dream of being back on the cliffs by where the Moonfang clan lived. Looking up at the moon. And you're kind of sitting there, and this large wolf with silver eyes comes and sits next to you. And you see it looking down off towards a valley. And you see a large pack of wolves. And there's some spinning and fighting going on between a contender for the alpha position. And eventually they break apart, and you see a small contingency of the pack walking off in a different direction, and a large howl happening.
Will they rejoin each other?
It all depends on the new alpha.
Do they still want to be a part of the same pack?
Sometimes packs need to split apart, but I would hope my pack would stay together. And this face turns towards you, and you just get lost in this silvery eyes, and just it pulls you in, and there's this driven feeling, and like, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
8.
Right. There's this splitting headache, and you feel like your body's being ripped apart almost, as you feel yourself being like pulled down, 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 and you just hear this kind of ethereal voice crying back at you as you're getting pulled down. When you're ready, find the rest of the pack. And you come back and wake up to yourself looking around at the Ghost Fang clan around you, this splitting headache.
I think in the dream, Baeridin is screaming, but nothing's coming out.
Yeah. And you kind of wake up and your heart's pounding and you're trembling and looking around as the gray light of an early dawn starting to approach. And that is where we will end tonight's session.
Ghost Fang Clan.
We don't have a salute.
We don't have a salute for the G.
G? What?
For the thing. Yeah, I don't know.
I'll have to
We'll
come up
with a salute.
Yeah, we got to come up with a salute because
I don't know. Like, this way?
I mean, maybe semaphore. I don't.
Something.
Well, I feel like
Start voguing.
ghosts say boo,
Yeah.
and wolves howl, so we can go boo. Workshop it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that game went in a totally unexpected direction.
What's up, chipmunks?
Yeah, I think chipmunks.
Yeah, bring it.
Chipmunks, I think it is going to be...
We should play an April Fool's session where we do...
You are the chipmunks?
Oh my god, yes.
I am loving that. I am down. Yeah, that's going to happen.
I will commit to doing the whole thing in a chipmunk voice.
Yes.
I don't know if anybody wants to listen to that, but I will also commit
If it
to
is
the
April
same
Fool's, I think.
Yeah.
People will be beginning.
thing.
Oh boy.
This is terrible.
No!
Oh my gosh. So,
Is it going to all sound like Mr. Bill?
yes.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh, it's the wet man!
Save against water. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys. We had such an awesome chat tonight.
Yes, thank you, chat.
It was great. Oh guys, thank you so much.
To everybody who watched, and thank you to everybody who was in chat. And we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah. See you. So
Wait, he's a moderator? Oh, yeah.